Searching begins, find yourself within. Take up your blade, let the fears within fade. Stories are told as the die roll. Don't be afraid, make your destiny will find you in me. Friends at your side, may the group with pride. Try as you might, you now live to fight. Monster nor foe can fill you with woe. Enemies in sight, it's time to roll dice. Roll for initiative. Check, please.
Welcome to Check Please, Season 2. So, last time, the party made their way through a lithogate from Vil all the way down to Moscova, and then you were traveling from that lithogate over to Sejun because you have a lead, basically, on what to do next to find the divine energy to restore Mellifera. So, on your way, you ran across a small village that you passed through with little incident, and as soon as you made it to the other side of it, you were accosted by a strange, crazy person who threw a box at you that had a little slime in it. And the slime attacked the party, and as it was attacking the group, it became more and more humanoid every time it landed a hit, until by the end of the fight, it damn near looked identical to Petravian. You all killed it, and it's broke into tiny little shards of stone, and the crazy guy, if he's to be believed, said that the entire town had been replaced with these creatures. So, you all turned around and went back to the little town, and I think that's roughly where we left off.
Very similar to a normal occurrence in New York, as I've heard.
Yeah. So, anything that I left out, or that you'd like to add?
Did he really say the whole town?
Petravian
Wait, did he?
joined the religion of Mellifera.
That's true. That is a big event. Thank you. Yeah, you said your oaths, and
You drank the Kool-Aid?
Yeah,
you did drink. In fact, you did drink the Kool-Aid.
it was pretty good though. It was tasty.
I am so concerned.
Yeah.
I'll be less concerned as soon as Mellifera's part of the Pantheon, but for now I'm still concerned. But until then, I'm watching you.
All right. So the group has now arrived back on the western side of the little town of Holbrook.
Oh, right, that's its name.
You've entered the town, and I think you gathered up some of those shards of fake Petravian, and you have now walked your way back into town.
That's correct.
It is about 5:30 p.m. And, town's taking a pretty easy evening. It's a nice, cool day. It's about 53 degrees out, and there is scattered clouds, but mostly clear.
So, first of all, are these stone?
The little shards you're holding?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do appear to be stone, yeah.
I'll like manipulate them with my hand and bite onto them. Is it like straight up just rock?
Does it
taste
like
granite? Like Petravian?
It's about the closest you can get.
Only Hummel would know that.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, it might taste like Petravian, but you've never had that experience, so.
There's that, why is this familiar?
You can take Petravian back behind a shed and find out,
There's that explicit rating.
How dare you talk about my sister that way?
Well, we can't talk about cannibalism? Fine.
Jeez.
But the one thing I'm confused about is that it turned into rock, so I'm trying to figure out if that's its natural state once dead, or if when you kill Petravian, he turns into rock.
Only one way to find out. Petravian.
I know.
For science!
You could always just kill Petravian and find out. Yeah,
I could bring that,
Science!
actually. So.
It hasn't aired yet, so we'll probably cut this, but Moo did take a sample of Petravian's skin, so he definitely has flesh.
Good God.
So that's true.
Oh wow. There's so much to unpack in here. I love this.
I know, right? I've been thinking about this for a while.
In the canon, not canon episode?
Yeah, the canon, not canon episode.
Only the kids remember it. And Soul.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, they all remember it.
If you say so. I mean,
I do, because
It's canon, not
if
canon.
the viewers say that they'd prefer it to be canon, I found a loophole for that entire thing.
It's like running with scissors.
That's like my favorite activity. But
So-
anyways.
Yeah. So we have approached, and we are now
yeah,
entering
you're
the
on
city. Or
you're on
town.
the western side of Holbrook.
I'll put a hole in your brook.
So
Okay.
Wait.
So before we head in, I'm going to just turn around, or we're probably going to be like side by side so we can actually talk.
Right.
Sure.
So what's the plan?
You all are just going around. Whoever can detect magic is going around looking at each person, seeing how many of us, of them, are you know what. And then whoever can't use that will stay by the carts and just keep watch. Yes?
All right. Well, set up in the inn.
Sounds good.
We
I'll
should
park
probably-
them out front.
We should try not to get too separated. We tangled with one of these things and it did a lot of damage, so I don't particularly want to take on an entire town full at once.
It's true.
Right. Everyone have a partner.
Deal.
Brother, you can go with me.
Right.
At your lead.
I've got a partner here, but I can take along someone else.
Kurla, if you do not mind, you can be with me.
Right, sounds good to me.
Wonderful.
Right,
I
well,
wanted to partner with Kurla.
Oh, I am so sorry, Archibald. You can go ahead and take Kurla, if that is okay with you. Kurla.
Archie will look at Lovette for permission.
well, you don't have to ask me. That's not my business. It's your decision.
Actually, brother, if you wouldn't mind, maybe you should go with Lovette.
Sure. I guess.
Riz is
I'd be
sweating.
okay.
Riz.
That sounds like a great idea. Yes.
Riz, you can go with me.
All right. Sounds great.
What?
Oh, this isn't going to end well at all, I can already tell.
Petravian steers Chisel back to Lovette and reaches a hand down.
I just imagine the two like long range people, like. Ah! I mean, at least Lovette still has summons, but
Yeah.
all right.
Are
Well,
we going to be riding around in town, Petravian? Maybe you should climb down.
Sure. Do-do. Do-do.
Right. So we're gonna make our way to that inn that, if I believe, was looking for chickens.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
assume
yeah.
you're
That
going
was
to be scanning people on the way through?
Yep. So
Okay.
my eye is lit up in a golden hue.
It's white when it's detect magic.
All right, it's white now.
Alrighty.
It's normally gold.
It's not normally straight up glowing.
It has a light glow, but whenever I did detect magic, it turned white.
Gotcha.
I'm following my
Alrighty.
little wrist radar, my detect magic counters.
Okay, so the party makes their way through the town. On your way, the blacksmith will again kind of nod at all of you as you're coming back into town. He's probably going to say something to the tune of, "Change your mind?"
Yes, we did. We realized how late it was and thought, it's such a long way to Sejun. Might as well just stop for the night and relax for once. Am I right?
When's the last time you had your animal's shoes changed?
Don't touch my fucking horse. Don't know about Chisel. Don't worry, I do the shoes myself. Okay, thank you.
Or the other four. So I am detecting magic and looking
Okay.
at people.
Sure,
as we're
sure.
riding.
So you sweep through, and as you go, you don't detect any appreciable amounts of magic anywhere. Like, you sweep past this blacksmith, and he looks like a normal person. You sweep through some of these smaller buildings and don't detect anything. This doesn't appear to be a very wealthy place, so there's not really many sources of magic around here.
That's a good
Do I
sign.
do I see any birds?
You look around and make a perception check, please.
Crows in particular. All right. Perception, you said?
Yes, please.
Different show.
Good show, though.
Thank you.
That is a 29.
Oh my god, that's so big.
29.
Nice. Wow, that's a big dice.
Yeah, that's a huge D20. Okay,
That's hot.
Vera. Vera, you do notice birds around the town, and there is a pretty large flock of crows nearby as well.
Mm-hmm.
They look to be chewing on some of the farm lands outside of town.
Okay. Can I detect magic on them?
They're pretty far away. Detecting magic is only a 60-foot range, so you'd have to head to the outskirts of town to do that, but you're welcome to if you'd like.
I would do that once we park the
Okay.
carriage and everything.
Cool. All right, so you guys head back past the center of town here, past that Pillar of the Gods, and you make your way back over to Longshank's public house.
Kurla's
Nellum
gonna-
Longshanks himself is going to pop out as he sees all the foot traffic come back, and he'll raise a hand in greeting. Ah, welcome back. Did you all decide to stay the night after all?
Yes, we did. We will be staying here for the night. At least some of us, yes. Riz is looking at Vera for any sort of indication.
Vera, as you sweep this guy, he does not appear to be magic in any way.
I say, actually, I guess Vera would, like, shake. Just,
Okay.
like, not.
Yes, we would love to stay here. Did you ever end up getting those chickens, by the way?
Yes. That boy came back and had some chickens. So if you need some, we have a few.
Riz is nodding. By the way, everyone can understand what Riz is saying whenever they're talking, so
Okay.
you at least get that one side.
Okay.
Their language is always understandable to you guys.
That's handy.
Yep.
kind of.
Part of the enchantment.
Enchantment. You did this to me.
No. Alright, everyone get set up. I'm going to check something out real quick. Riz, will you join me?
Of course.
So I'm going to, at a point, tell Riz to stop and then try to sneak up on these birds so I can get close enough to detect magic on them.
Okay. Would you like to make a stealth check?
I would like to make a stealth check.
Hell yeah.
That's a 31.
Ooh.
Hell
beautiful.
yeah. All right. You are able to sneak up on a bird. Now, just remind me, does your wild empathy work with animals, or does it only work with vermin? Because I know as a swarmmonger, you can do vermin empathy, but did you trade animal for vermin, or can you do both?
It's both.
It's
I
both.
believe.
Okay. So, would you like to use wild empathy on these crows to try to get them, to kind of be chill with them, or did you just want to sneak up on them and use detect magic?
The latter. Vera isn't the best with other animals, so...
Okay.
So,
Cool.
if they turned out to not be crows, would the wild empathy attempts, like, give away our cover? Would the jig be up? I'm just curious.
Would the slime crow overlords...
Well,
finally
no,
know our faces?
I'm wondering what the check would entail if,
I literally can't answer that unless you do
Yeah,
it.
I feel like that's metagaming.
Well, the question I'm
this is a
asking in
question.
regards to is it involving an active action on Vera's part that is noticeable, or is it just kind of, do you want to roll to see if you notice something?
But
No,
but
alright.
anyways...
It's not passive.
Either way, I'm just sneaking in and detecting magic on these guys.
Right. You detect magic on the crows, and they appear to be normal, mundane birds.
That fucking
They're-
druid was crazy.
They're very much enjoying the food, though. This outer field is kind of poorly patrolled by the citizens, so these crows are making short work of some of the corn in it.
Waste of time. I just shout and get up.
And they all take
Shut
off
up.
and start flying.
Little baby. Petravian taps Lovette on the shoulder and points over at the mayor's house and
Yes?
said, do you want to go check over in here?
Well, I don't know what you intend to do. We can't speak to the male, the Membel.
Well, we didn't even try. They just
Do you
thought-
speak Vatran?
No.
It is Moscovan, actually.
Oh, Muscovan, right, yes. They're
But
similar sounding, I'm sorry.
they're close, since they're the mayor, they're close-ish to the Protean Empire. Maybe they speak Protean?
We can try it. I was looking around for... I was looking around for a library, actually. Is there a library?
You don't see one. This is a very small town.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's worth
Maybe a
checking.
small school. Yes.
Because I cannot speak with the male if they only speak Moscovan, but if they have any reading material that could give us information on this, I could go through that.
Question for everyone. When we inspected the pillar last time, did we do a detect magic on it, or did we just do a knowledge, religion, and history?
Just knowledge. I
Just
believe.
knowledge on it.
Okay. Kurla's going to be hanging out by it and the well. Kurla's going to be looking at this pillar in the center of town, and they are going to be peering at it, trying to figure out if there's anything unusual about it. They will be wriggling their fingers as they cast detect magic.
Kurla, do you think this is meaningful in some way?
I'm not sure. It just seems a little bit out of the ordinary. I haven't seen anything like it, so trying to get a read on it. Do I detect anything weird about it?
So you cast Detect Magic on it, and it does not appear to be strongly magical. There is a weak magical aura on it, though.
I'm picking up something about it. It's not, a giant blinking sign saying you are here, but it's got a little bit of magic going on with it. I'm not sure what that's all about.
Do you think we should tell the others?
Aye, that'd probably be wise.
And so Vera and Riz get back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or as Vera does. You were talking to Lovette, so I think you were like, oh, just looking at some crows.
Yeah.
They don't have
Okay.
Detect Magic put on for today, and they'd only have one use even if they did, so they're just kind of patiently waiting.
You have limited uses of Detect Magic?
I have limited use on all of my cantrips.
Oof.
I can only
That's-
use 4 a day.
Ugh.
That is rough.
No, you can... I'm pretty sure you can memorize 4 a day. You can cast them infinite
No,
times.
you told me I have a limit on my cantrips because of my class.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
you
man.
did.
Was I that big of a hard ass when it came to your spells?
That's what you told
Shit.
me when we first started, and I said, oh, okay, I guess I understand.
I mean, is it possible that this miscommunication had just occurred at that time?
Beardy sways like the ocean.
No, I don't think that would have made any sense. I'm pretty sure that is not how that functions. So,
Oh.
no. You can memorize 4 different...
I'll take it.
Yeah, no.
It makes sense since, like, cantrips aren't
Cantrips
that
are
powerful.
never treated as single use, so I'm
Yeah.
not sure why that would have been the case.
Maybe you were just in a bad mood that day.
I'm fairly certain I didn't say that, but okay.
It may have just been the fact that it was like you are limited to 4.
Yeah.
As in,
I
like,
think it might have been
yeah.
miscommunication.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Anyway,
Okay. So, yeah, you got 4 different ones there.
Cool, I'll take Detect Magic that day.
Okay. All right, so Petra, you walk up to the mayor's house.
Yes.
What do you want to
Yes,
do?
Winnie. Well, first I'm gonna go knock, because just entering somebody's house would be rather fucking rude.
have you memorized
Okay.
that spell?
Okay. You knock on the door, and the door opens, and a semi-grizzled, middle-aged man opens the door and looks at you. He says something in Muscovan that you don't understand.
First I ask, do you speak Vil?
He shakes his head no. He will say something in another language that you do not know.
I then say in Protean, do you happen to speak Protean?
He will answer you in a third language that you do not know.
Well, this seems what I thought.
All right. Hold on.
See-
Let me try. Get my.
Make sure if
I say
Lovette
in
will know.
Elven.
Lovette knows that
do
one
you-
maybe.
Do you happen
Nope,
to speak
Lovette
Elven?
doesn't know it either.
Probably not. Could I make
Okay,
a
so
linguistics check to try and...
okay, yeah, you can make linguistics checks to try to figure out what languages he's speaking or what
Yeah.
he's
Oh,
cycling
sure.
through.
I will try that.
Yeah, you're welcome to it.
Alright, I will do that. That is a 30.
Nice.
Okay.
There you go.
So in that case, he attempted Muscovan first,
Mm-hmm.
then Sejanese,
Okay.
then Dwarvish,
Ah,
which would be the 3 closest languages to where you guys are currently.
Yeah.
So you try Elvish.
Yep.
He will respond in Elvish.
Oh, okay. There we are.
Yeah, I know a little Elvish.
well, that's great. I know a little gnomish. And then I point.
blinks.
And then I point to Lovette and smile.
He blinks again. You're not sure if he gets the joke.
Anyway. Well,
We
hello.
were just passing through, and we ran into some trouble, some creatures out in the woods, and we were quite capable of handling them, but we wanted to make sure that everything around here was okay, because we're capable of helping if they're not.
Creatures in the woods. You sound like that damn druid.
Well, I could tell you
Check
that.
detect magic while we're talking to him real quick too.
Okay. Now recall that does look like an. I mean, it does. It is apparent that you're casting a spell.
Vera's
so.
is the only one that's subtle.
Subtle as in I have a glowing.
Your arm
bright
is already
glowing eye.
glowing. It's
No.
fine.
Okay.
Very.
So I mean, you can do that. It just might be a little bit off-putting. That's all I'm saying.
While Lovette's doing that, Petravian will say, well, I understand that it sounds outlandish. I mean, we would have kept going on into Sejun had we not encountered this thing. It actually, oddly enough, while we were fighting it, it started to look more and more like what you see I look like. Is there a way to get a hold of that druid?
He squints at you.
Okay,
What
so
was this thing?
did he show up with the detect? First of all, while he's talking, I'm just gonna like quietly stamp my cane on his foot.
I want to fucking kill myself.
Yeah, this is torture listening to this.
Oh no! Okay, so you stamp your cane on the mayor's foot.
No,
No,
I'm
no,
Petra's
I'm
foot.
Petravian.
Oh.
Petravian!
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
I misunderstood. Okay. Never
I
mind.
detect
Why would
magic.
it be the
Bam!
mayor's? No, fuck Petravian for telling everything.
It was
Yeah,
supposed to be subtle.
Yeah,
we're
what the
trying to be
fuck?
subtle, and Petra was just like, "Oh, by the way, you might be a clone creature trying to kill everybody. Are you?"
And if he was, he
Jiminy.
might already have you in grapple, getting all that acid damage again.
See?
Yep. So, did
So-
detect magic show up anything? I figured that
No.
if
No,
he's got
you cast a detect magic while Petra's talking to him, and he kind of shoots you a weird glance while you do that. Like, what the fuck is up with you? Is kind of what the glance says.
Mhm.
And you get no hits back on him. He appears to not have anything magic on his person.
That's good. Okay, well, I'm fine with that. The glance is fine. I mean, because if it did bring something, then I don't give a shit if he's mad. He would have a right to be mad. It'd be worth it, so.
So, anyway, he asked Petra, what creature are you talking about?
Well, it looked...
Petra,
Yeah. Yes.
so we don't know what it was, but it might be able to impersonate people.
What, like a changeling?
Oh, no.
Not quite,
Kind of like a... Would you say
but
mimic?
like a mimic or like similar in principle. I do not know what it is called.
But
There hasn't been a changeling in these parts in a century.
Well, it was not a changeling. It was goo.
it was like a puddle. A silver puddle that...
Oh, a slime!
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Huh. Well, they don't usually get out that far.
Well, they might
The
have
woods,
gotten
you say?
farther. Yes.
Hmm.
Gotten
They
out
usually-
that far? What does that mean?
Yeah.
They usually stay in the crevice.
The crevice.
He nods,
Where's the
and he points to the southeast. And make a perception check, the two of you.
Okay.
Oh, my favorite. 12.
Hey.
All right. So, Lovette, you cannot see because you're too short to see over the buildings.
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
It happens.
Petra, the mayor points, and you can see across the roofs to the southeast, there is a tall building in the distance that would have otherwise looked like, would have sort of blended into some trees. But now that it's being pointed out to you, you can notice what looks like a single solitary tower standing in some trees to the southeast of town.
Huh.
Yeah, there's the crevice over there. It's where Pendergast built his damn tower.
And the who? Is that the druid?
No, Pendergast is no druid. He's one of those wizard types.
That was my next guess.
Came here to study slimes or some such.
Huh.
Bunch of nonsense if you ask me.
Buddy.
Damn things are harmless and live in a cave. Who cares? You can't eat them. You can't train them.
I would not say that they are harmless.
They hurt like
Oh,
hell.
Well, I will not tell you how to run your town, but I think that it is safe to say this might not be a thing we want other people to know yet. But thank you for your time, and we'll do what we can to help.
Well, it's appreciated, I suppose. Thanks.
Just
Well, I mean-
give him a little bow and kind of step away. Like, let's go, Petravian.
Thank you for your time.
Are you two enjoying looking at the art? I say to Archie and Kurla.
Oh,
Yes, Vera. It appears to be a shrine to all of the gods. Well, except for Mellifera.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a little bit of low-level magic to it as well, by the looks of things. What do you make of it?
Yeah, I look at it.
You picking that
What
up
is it?
too?
What kind of magic is it giving off?
It's giving off a little bit of abjuration. Just a wee bit of abjuration magic.
Abjuration. Which one is that one again?
Abjuration is protective auras.
Okay.
Defensive magic.
Well, it's not transmutation, so if anything, it should be beneficial, whatever it is.
Can I do a spellcraft to read what that would be?
Abjuration means protection.
Okay, no, I didn't know if there was like a specific spell. That...
No, it's not like a rune. I mean, the only symbols on this are divine symbols. So there's not like
okay.
it's not like a magical rune is on this thing. It's just god symbols on it.
Gotcha.
And not even the good ones.
Go ahead.
Would Kurla have picked up on it being abjuration as well? Would they have been able to identify the magic type?
Yes. Yeah. Anybody casting detect magic would have gotten the same information.
You
Kurla's-
just usually gotta ask just in case, like, what the school is.
Gotcha.
Well, because it also it depends on how long you focus on it.
Mm-hmm.
If you do one round, it's the presence of magic or not, and then each subsequent round you get more and more information up to and including the school of magic.
Okay. Kurla's gonna just look thoughtfully from Vera back to the pedestal and then back to Vera. Right, if it's defensive magic, why would it be so weak? You think it's usually like this?
I look around. Does it look like this is a town that can afford expensive magic?
Riz is over there, their eyes kind of twitching.
Well, why put any on at all? Something just doesn't seem right about this.
Because people are welcome to worship whatever religion they want in the town. This is a good sign.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the magical effect being on it, but being so weak.
It looks like Riz is just getting poofy in their many, many clothes.
It's weak-ass magic. You'd think they'd be more powerful.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you think they have enough fucking power to power it?
That's what I said.
Right, for the
Leave the
love of-
gods out of this.
I wasn't talking about the gods. I was simply observing something a little bit off about this statue. If you want to get a pillar in the center of town that's got defensive magic, you'd think it would have boatloads of it. My thought is that if the defense magic on this place is a little bit lower than it should be, maybe that's why they've been under attack and wouldn't have been before. I'm just trying to think here, figure out what's going on.
So, do you guys see like a tower over that way? Because the mayor was talking about one, but I don't.
Yeah,
don't
it's right
see
over
it.
there.
Well, I'm standing on my tippy toes.
Well, here,
Hopping.
hold on. Petravian
No, dude.
reaches down. Here, hop up, and puts his hand down to put you on his shoulder.
Kind of reluctantly climb up.
Here, there you go. It's right over there.
Oh, there we are. Well, yeah, apparently a wizard lives there. And was interested in slime, so that we have a lead.
Interested in slimes.
Yes, studying them. I don't know if that... I guess that doesn't help us if they are more in the town, but... well, I guess we have two fronts to work on.
Well, we'll continue our investigation tonight, and then if we turn up with nothing, we'll go to the wizard, I guess.
By the way, the tower you see a
Oh, okay.
reasonably sized stone tower with a wooden roof and a smaller, what looks to be almost a house built on the bottom of it. It sits southeast of town.
You'll see. You'll all see. As he throws slime at the town for him.
I love that you've all got this figured out already.
I'll teach you to steal my chickens.
Oh my god, they didn't know they were slimes! Oh no!
So, Vera's going to continue walking around and investigating.
Riz will help out, follow around, keeping their horse with them. The dumb
Okay.
bitch.
Cool.
Do I have to do anything with that, or?
What were you doing?
We're just looking through the rest of the town for any
Oh,
signs.
sure. Okay, so by the time you get over to the eastern side of town, the northern side of town, you see the cleric or whoever he was is sort of milling about, enjoying the nice weather. See, the other people just look like regular commoners that are just going about their business. But there is at least one person of interest in that he's the town cleric.
Alright.
Do any of them show signs?
No, you use your detect magic on the commoners and they appear very normal.
Okay.
The same with Father.
He actually has a little bit of magic on him.
Does it look like items or his whole body?
It looks like items.
Okay.
He's got a handful of magic items. It looks like his holy symbol is enchanted, and he's got some other random allotments of things on him that are magical. Maybe a ring.
Okay. I'm going to approach him. And
Okay.
I'm going to say in Burgese. Do you speak Burgese?
Let's see. He looks at you, blinks a few times, and then says something in Muscovan.
Alright, never mind then. Never mind. I just leave.
Oh. Okay.
Fuck it.
I mean, you have, 4 other languages that he could possibly speak.
Well, I mean, Bill is very far away, so I assume it's not. And I only know Elvish and stuff other than that.
Yeah.
It's like not worth the work.
I mean, it does waste time.
It's the closest thing I had, so I don't want to waste time just saying this one. This one.
I mean, you could
This
just
one?
say if you want to trial your languages and to see if the two of you have anything in common.
It's too late. I've already walked away now.
Okay.
Your anger of the situation led you astray.
All right.
I think Petra would figure. Well, he can't cast any. He cannot cast detect magic, so he knows where he wants to look, and that's in the tower. But he's just not gonna go walk off to the tower by himself.
Yeah, just wait till we're all together.
Yeah.
All right. I continue throughout the town, checking everybody.
Okay.
I see a boy and a commoner.
Yep. You sweep them with your detect magic, and neither of them appear to be magical. In fact, as you go through the town, all of the commoners, as well as the livestock, all seem to be non-magical.
Alrighty.
Where did Lovette go?
I'm going to be
Back to
doing
the
a similar
gutter.
sweep, just the other direction, just so I'm not wasting time. But I imagine I found
I
the same
think
results.
we hand waved that we did the whole town.
Did you
Yeah.
do the? And you did the blacksmith.
We did it right
Yeah,
away.
you did that right when you came in.
Cool beans.
So,
So we're
You guys
saying we
spend
have
about-
searched the entire town, right?
right. So I was
Okay.
saying about 15 minutes later, the lot of you have traveled throughout the town and used detect magic, whether discreetly or not, on everyone in town. And you got some weird looks, those of you who are less discreet. But other than that, no major repercussions. Like, no one attacked you for casting anything on them. But they probably got weirded out, at the very least. But the only hits on the town so far have pretty much just been like that priest.
Okay.
Well, what is our
Well,
plan?
I guess there are a couple more. There's a couple hits in the house to the southwest of the mayor.
Ooh.
There's a couple magic items in there. Some enchantment auras, maybe a transmutation aura as well.
Transmutation aura.
Mm-hmm.
Let's check that out.
Yes. Is there a sign at that door or anything?
Nope. It's a regular residence.
Let's see.
Excuse
So-
me, have you heard of a wardency?
We could just wait until night, and I can investigate further.
You're
Or we
breaking
could knock
into
on the door.
house?
I don't necessarily have to break things to get in.
Alright, I'm fine with that then.
I mean, we could just knock on the door.
Yeah,
with
that's
your
subtle.
subtlety?
Hello, are you a monster?
Yeah, like that is the worst
Oh.
kind of thing.
So sorry to disturb you. How's that work?
Yeah. What is the plan there, Petra? Well, go through it with us before this time. Last time you were like, trust me, and let's go through it.
Well, we
first.
found out about the tower, didn't we? Huh?
Yes, I
Wait.
did.
Wait, what did you say?
Oh yes, there was a tower. A wizard's tower. That way.
Well, no, about the... Did you already tell everyone about the plan?
Not everyone. Petra told the mayor.
I put my hands over my nose and then point them at
He checked out.
Petravian.
We covered it, and he did check out.
I mean,
And
the
I told
mayor.
him not to tell anyone. He didn't seem to take the problem very seriously, so I don't think that he might tell anyone anyway. But he also was cool with it.
Yeah, he actually seemed
I
pretty
could...
chill with all the fact that slime's rolling around.
You probably think. Never mind. I was about to say something and then realized it would have been a pun, so never mind.
Ooh.
I mean, you could try it. You never know.
Doors, get.
Isn't that the whole point of being an oracle? You work with a curse in hopes of getting a boon.
Yeah.
Your puns are pretty good. I'll give you that. So,
That doesn't
Are
save
you
you.
are you able to judge that, Skrewy?
I'm.
yeah.
Yeah. Nah, it wasn't a good enough pun to risk it.
Well, here's the thing, though. We're gonna rest, so you'll get HP back.
Skrewy wants that pun so bad.
I do.
Right. So, I could also just fly in now and see if it's an item. If it's an item, who gives a shit, right?
Why not? We'll wait till night, and then tomorrow we will check out this other place that Petravian is talking about.
Alright,
Yes, the tower.
So we're gonna wait until nightfall, Beardy.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys head to... Do you want to just... Were you sleeping in the Vardo, or were you going to go to the Longshanks Public House and get rooms?
I say we go into the inn and see if we can draw anyone out because we're here.
I do too.
Okay.
I like that idea.
All right. Well, in that case, Nellum treats you all to a lovely meal. He, in fact, has used those 3 chickens to prepare a very large, what basically amounts to an enormous pot pie.
Gross.
Kurla will push it around their plate, but not actually partake of any of it.
I'm sorry, I don't do drugs.
Gross.
That's good.
All right. So, once we're done, Vera's going to go outside and, like, where no one's looking, and transform into a... Can I go tiny?
Sure.
Tiny, wasp.
Wasp. Ooh.
I usually go with wasp, like, when I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to move over towards the house that I saw the aura in.
Sure. You fly over to it. It's dark out, and there's appears to be no activity around the house.
Okay. And I can still sense this aura. Is that correct?
Yeah, if you use your ability to detect magic, yeah, you're going to detect a couple auras in there.
All right. So first of all, can I detect it while I'm like attached to the wall? Like, am I close enough that I can
Yes.
see what it is?
Yeah. It's you detect like a moderate enchantment aura and a moderate transmutation aura.
All right. I'm going to look around this house for a way in without breaking in first.
Yeah, there's some door jams that are poorly spaced enough that you can either fly under or in.
Well, also recall that I'm like about rat-sized.
Yeah.
2 feet.
So I'm going to like just
Ew.
right through.
Yep.
You had to make it gross.
Like you know when like you see a like imagine you have a like wasp pinned and it's like moving. It's like I'm trying to get out. Like that's what it's like.
Yep. Exactly.
I hate
And it's about the size of those ones you find in Japan that are the size of your
Murder
hand.
hornets.
And I am trying to do this as inconspicuously as possible. So I'm going to stealth roll that. Is that all right?
Okay. Go for it. Yeah.
All right. That's a 21, which is garbage.
It's a garbage roll for you, but you are also going to get a bonus because of your size. So
That's true.
yeah, you are fine. You sneak into the house, and it seems like they might have a house cat
Uh-oh.
that may have noticed you. Possibly.
Okay.
You see some eyes shining in the dark, basically.
Stick to the ceiling.
I'm going to ignore that for now, unless I'm feeling. Was the pot pie filling?
Oh yeah, it was delicious.
Oh, okay, I won't eat the cat.
Oh shit, okay.
Anyways, I'm gonna focus on finding this transmutation aura.
Okay. So you search around for a little bit, and it only takes you a few seconds before you fly around into one of the larger areas of the house, where there is a mantle, and over the mantle are a couple of items proudly displayed. One of them is a sword, and one of them is a belt. And it appears that these are the magic items you were detecting. So if you had to guess, you would imagine that maybe the owner of this home possibly is a retired adventurer.
Does this transmutation belt look like the one that Soul had?
No.
Okay.
No. No, it just has a different magical effect on it.
Alrighty. So I'm going to make my way back, kind of like make a flaunting gesture at the cat before leaving.
The cat will attempt to pounce at you, but it's in no use. You're long gone before it gets to you.
It's a fat ass cat.
With a booty that claps?
Clap, clap, clap. Eat the pancakes.
Alright.
Hate the motherfucking
Pancakes. Fine. Alright, anyways. Shit. I'm going to go back to the inn, once again into a location that's not visible, and turn back into my normal, amazing self. Less amazing.
You got it.
It's pretty amazing still.
Oh. And then I will go back in.
Okay, you head back inside, and you find Nellum is leading the entirety of the tavern room in a Muscovan song, that you're not sure what the fuck they're singing about. It's probably potatoes.
In fact,
But-
it is potatoes.
But they're enjoying it. It's a jaunty tune.
Riz is glued to the window staring at their horse.
I assumed.
Can we assume that over the course of the dinner we've discreetly or non-discreetly checked everyone inside the tavern to see if any
Yeah,
of them
that's
have
fine.
any weird auras?
Yep, absolutely. And you have not had any pings off of anyone.
Okay, thank you.
The horse stands outside this place and sort of just stares off blankly in and toward the southeast.
So even the chickens were clean?
Yep, the chickens
Okay.
were clean.
Just
The,
checking.
the pot pie was not magical.
Magical
Oh
pot
god,
pie.
if we ate that.
God.
Delicious.
I'm trying to decide if Lovette has fallen for the vodka again or not. Either she's trying to sing along, not knowing what anyone's saying, and just trying to phonetically follow along.
Which
You
is
said,
possible.
What about my mama?
Or the other end of the spectrum, which is sitting at like a bar with just this glass, nervously wondering if it's vodka or water and too scared to try it.
You're detecting magic on it, but
Yeah,
it just looks like water.
Wait, what does that mean? It's a vodka?
But altogether, it's a warm place to be, and the village seems fairly welcoming and receptive to your presence. Some of them will even attempt to talk to you and ask you things, but most of the time, it seems like the closest language that a lot of you know would be Sylvan or Elven to what these guys can speak.
Would it be possible
And-
for me to pick up on at least what yes and no are in...
Yeah, with a
Let's go
linguistics
then.
check, yes.
Cool, I'd like to do that so that
Yeah.
I can learn something.
Yeah, you can muddle through with linguistic skills.
Wait, they know Sylvan and Elvish?
Yes,
Some of them
do you know both of them?
Well, yes, but why would anyone want to learn Elvish?
That was a 19.
Okay. Yeah, you can pick up on some basic Muscovan. Like,
Cool.
it's not that difficult of a language.
Mm-hmm.
Potato language.
Like, who would go out of their way? I'm saying, you know? You know?
I mean,
Just blank stare from Riz.
Yeah, sure, make me the weird one.
Well, was not my intention, but you know, you're kinda making it weird. Just a little bit.
I'm not the one who is speaking Elvish.
But you understand it?
Yes?
So who's the weird one now, Beach?
Hey, I didn't... It kind of was a thing that had to happen.
Okay, sure.
I didn't have a choice in that.
Most people learn like at least 2 languages, and sometimes they don't have a choice based on however they grow up.
Kurla had been rolling their eyes at the whole Elvish thing, but their ears kind of perk up a little bit. What do you mean you didn't have a choice?
Well, I was just taught it when I was a kid.
Ah, right, I thought. Oh, well, never mind.
I mean, speaking of languages, Vera, I did have a question.
Yes?
I'm fairly... Hummel can understand... Essentially just understand me, correct?
Yes. I'm on those village.
Is there a way that maybe I could understand them?
I'm sure there's plenty of ways. I'm not exactly sure what I could do to help you, though.
Okay. I'll hit up a magic shop or something, and maybe something will be there.
Maybe.
I doubt we're going to find a magic shop here.
No, this town's
Maybe
too
the
small.
wizard will have it.
We can potentially check with our sister and see if there's anything she could do. Maybe we could imbue an item at the font for you.
Ooh, that would be wonderful.
But once again, I don't know how that magic would come about. So, we'll have to see.
So should we talk about what kind of approach we want to take with this wizard folk?
Oh, yeah, also, it was a belt.
Cool.
So unless slimes can turn into belts.
Did you attack it?
Did I attack it? Of course I didn't attack it.
Just
There was a
smirk.
cat trying to attack me.
How was I supposed to know that?
I don't know. Aren't
Yeah.
you the fortune teller?
Yeah, but I didn't use my powers. I'm not going to worry about your ins and outs of everyday life. You're not me.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about me.
Yeah, that's my plan.
Exactly. So we're already here.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
going on,
Congratulations.
Are you guys okay?
I don't think slimes can turn into belts.
Well,
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, they could. We don't know for sure. I mean, you got mimics. They could turn into anything.
Oh, do you want me to just burn down the belt making factories?
Or bring it here.
Is everything okay?
I think so.
I am
Frizz is
just,
just chuckling.
I can't even deal with this. Look, setting aside belts and casual arson, should we maybe think about what approach we're going to take when we talk to the wizard later or tomorrow?
Ask nicely.
I pound my fist into my hand.
Maybe that is the plan C.
Plan
What
B.
is plan B?
Plan C.
What
Wait,
is
what's
plan
plan
A
B?
and B, Zam?
Plan A is simply asking directly about ins and outs of slime. Maybe he'll be excited about, per se, telling us about all his experience and the goings on. You know, wizards are normally excited about their education.
That seems like it's going to take a long time. Wizards like to talk.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have time for that.
Plan B is sneaking around, inspecting the area and figuring it out via either looking through paper, such like that, finding some sort of evidence that these specific slimes he is researching is affecting people.
If he starts yapping on, I'm doing plan B.
Why don't we just do both at the same time?
I actually was going to recommend the same. Although, he might... a wizard might have magical awareness of his tower, and then we could get in trouble for that. It could hurt our bargaining.
Fine.
Also-
Plan A, then plan C.
I'm fine with this.
Riz is just
honestly okay
rubbing
with that.
temples.
I think that if a wizard is not willing to cooperate, then he's probably going to be the opposite end of the spectrum and be antagonistic, in which case we need to be prepared because a powerful spellcaster could be a problem if they get the drop on us.
Oh, there we go.
Let's maybe not go in there seeking a fight unless we can,
Of course not.
Have you met Vera?
Unfortunately, yes.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
It means you're a little bit testy, and that coming from me is saying something.
You're both tasty.
I like to say efficient.
I know you do.
Just
Alright, let's go.
Anyways, I'm going to bed, so you're
fine,
all
fine,
welcome to Vardo. If not, have fun with the inn.
Well, I feel like we should probably stay in the inn just in case it can draw anything out.
Makes sense. I just want to make sure I watch horse. I don't want those things touching it.
Are there any windows in this place?
Fuck you, Kyle.
Beardy?
Yeah, there's a literal window I've been staring out of
Yes.
to watch the
Yeah,
fucking
there's a
horse.
window. Yeah. You can see a horse out the window. It's
I look
staring
around.
blankly into the night.
I look around.
There's windows,
You're very aggravating sometimes, you know that.
but also right.
I do understand there are windows here. However, I will be faster if I am in Vardo.
Fine. Whatever. All right.
Okay, have fun. Goodbye. Leaves. And they go to stay the night in their Vardo.
Kurla will get up from the table. Archie's in there, so Kurla will give Archie an affectionate pat, and then follow Riz out. There's no way they're staying in this tavern.
Ugh.
Have a good evening.
You too, right?
I'll cast Vardo Vargon for the night, and then we good, Family Ding Dongs.
Okay. So
Yes.
Riz and Kurla are going to sleep in the Vardo, and the rest of the party's going to sleep in the public house.
I suppose so.
That's correct.
All right. Okay. In that case, I will go ahead and advance time to dawn of the next day. It is now the 9th of May. Go ahead and rest your characters.
How much will it cost for those of us staying in the public house?
Let's see. So the total cost of the public house, the meal, and the night's stay, he'll take 2 silver pieces per person.
Sounds good.
Petra will say to Vera, I got you.
Thank you, brother.
All right. So, anything you guys want to do overnight?
Not that I can think of.
Well, I mean, I think we're sleeping, so.
Nope.
Alrighty. Cool. So, next morning, 7 a.m., dawn, y'all wake up at your own leisure. So what happens today?
I'll head outside and get ready for the rest of the party. Probably see Archie out there.
Kurla will be pottering around making tea for themselves and for Riz.
What happened to that druid that was here?
I think
Did you find out about that, Lovette?
We did not find out. No, sorry. The male did not like him. That's all we really found out.
he did say he wasn't a druid. He said it was a wizard.
But no. There's a druid as well.
No, the mayor said that he was no druid.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Wait, he wasn't a druid?
No, apparently they're a wizard. They just look disheveled like a druid. Now, I'm not saying that all druids look disheveled. You look fantastic. Just some
Beardy,
people.
Yeah.
Was that person we saw talking to the mayor before the wizard?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't think so.
okay. Oh, okay. So I heard him say that was no druid, and I assumed it was.
He
the same.
did when he was talking about the wizard.
Yeah.
Oh,
You assumed that the wizard was a druid. Was
Gotcha.
the druid.
My apologies. Okay.
Okay, that's
So yeah,
okay.
there is a druid that lives around here that you haven't yet tracked down and spoken to.
So there's two wizards.
No, there's a wizard and a druid. That's all confused. We have not spoken to the druid. We didn't know it. I don't know where to find him.
I think Vera would be best at tracking someone down.
Yes.
Listen, tracking is a lot harder when there's lots of footprints everywhere.
Right, but don't you both,
Oh, can I sniff a druid?
No, I
See,
didn't...
Well, I mean,
what's that taste?
it depends on how one last had a bath. I mean, this is possible you could smell out a druid.
I mean, who can't?
You got something to say, brother?
Yikes.
Absolutely not.
Well, let's go to this wizard.
Yes.
The wizard.
Off to see the wizard.
You know,
For what it's worth, Vera, you usually smell like honey and like that weird insect thing.
I don't smell at all.
I smell stuff.
Do you actually have a sense of smell?
It's
Not
fine.
anymore.
Excuse me.
Yes.
So we're all chatting while we're heading off to the wizard's tower with our carts.
That's fine. I placed a marker there at the east side of town that is a transport block to the tower.
Oh.
Wouldn't say it's a smell. I mean, not in a bad way. It's just sort of an earthy scent. Reminds me a little bit of home, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. Did you live in a hole? Or... I'm trying to get where the earthy scent is coming
I
from.
love Vera's like, I don't fucking understand what you mean. What do I? You mean I smell? Also, Vera, your home smelled like me. It must have been disgusting.
I mean, I can understand people living in the forest and stuff, but you don't look like the forest dweller, you know?
Kurla's just gonna look like they wish they hadn't said anything. Don't even worry about it. Ugh. Let's just talk to this wizard or druid or whatever he's supposed to be.
So one thing you notice is that as you guys come over this way, you see this large tower, right? It's a 4-story building with a wooden top. There's like a wooden house built on the first floor. But then as you get close to it, there's a staircase outside of the house that leads down into a rocky ravine that looks like it goes into a natural cave. So you actually have two options. Would you like to go into the cave, or would you like to go into the wizard's tower?
Well, that ravine right there is what the mail said where these names come from. The wizard was just here surveying them. So we could directly deal with the problem now, but if the wizard is able to help, then it might be better to talk to them.
So, there's a bunch of those slimes here in this ravine.
Most likely, yes.
And we had enough difficulty just dealing with one, dealing with a bunch of them at the same time. Plus, if, the wizard has a soft spot for them and we start killing them indiscriminately, he might take issue with that.
Well, that's why I think we should talk to him first.
Right, we need to have a
Wait.
word with him first, I agree.
How is the town still alive with a whole mess of those things in this ravine?
Well, the mail said they don't stray very far. They normally just stay there. Being in the woods at all was a surprise to him.
Well, I say check and see if the wizard knows anything to begin with. Who knows, maybe he's experimenting on these things.
Who knows? When we meet the wizard, it might be a lot easier.
Alright,
Yeah,
so...
knock on the door, I guess.
Okay.
Knock on with my cane.
You knock on the door with your cane.
Rat-a-tat,
It has a nice-
rat-a-tat-tat.
Rat-a-tat, rat-a-tat-tat. Thanks.
You're welcome.
You rap your cane upon the door, and there is a nice wood-on-wood sound. Sort of echoes for a few seconds, but there is no answer.
Okay.
I
Hello?
approach it and knock harder.
All right, Vera, you go over and you start punching the door loudly. There is no answer.
I'm gonna just
Petravian is
gently
gonna
nudge
go
the
just
handle. see
open the
what's
door.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
For the love of... That really is how you go through life, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
What if it had been worded
right.
or something?
So, Petravian, you look into the next room, and this appears to be some sort of entrance room. There's places to hold coats on the wall. There's also an upended cage laying on its side, and a small pin that looks like it may have held a horse at one time. Currently stands empty.
Yes, now we've invaded a nice wizard's privacy. Good job, Petra.
Appear in, like, this looks like a stable.
It's a giant number 3.
Okay.
Maybe that's what their horse was named. Maybe it's their third horse.
Oh boy.
Could Kurla do a perception check just to see if this actually looks like a horse was in here, or if maybe the cage is holding something else, and whether it looks like just regular disarray, or whether it looks like something might have broken out?
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
That is a 36.
Okay. So what you can tell is there doesn't look like there's any kind of struggle here. It just looks like there's a cage sitting on its side. But there does appear to be indications that there was a horse here. One based on the smell, and 2 based on the hoof prints on the ground, as well as some discarded hair and feed that would all point to it being a horse.
Okay, fair enough.
But it doesn't look like it was any sort of like battle here or anything like that. There was just signs that there was once a horse stabled here, and there no longer is one.
So Petravian knocks on this door.
All right. You knock loudly, and there is no answer.
Once again, Petravian opens the door.
Bloody hellfire.
Oh, well, okay.
What's up?
Oh, go ahead.
Hi, Darcy. I'm going to be right. You stay right here. We're going to be right back. Promise, okay?
I understand. Doors present an interesting challenge to me now.
Yes, I'll bring you in if there's any trouble.
I understand. I will keep it safe outside. Good luck.
Buddy.
Is anyone here?
Hello?
All right. You look into the next room, and this appears to be a sitting room. There's another cage sitting empty, this time next to a sturdy chest. On the south side of the room sits a simple table between 2 windows looking out over the valley. Below, you can see the town of Holbrook.
Petravian, if you open that chest without checking first or at all, I'm going to have your guts for bleeding garters.
We're not stealing things here.
Bleeding garters.
Yeah, that's just rude.
Well, you've got a tendency to open things without thinking first.
Well, I mean,
Yes, like the door.
y'all knocked and they didn't answer, so I mean, I just opened the door.
Can I detect magic if there's any sort of alarm spells around here?
Yeah, go for it.
You've tripped them all.
You detect no magic in this room.
Okay. Not even on the door that we entered from?
Correct.
Okay.
What sort of check would it be for Kurla to get a sense of what might have been in that cage? The small one
Perception.
by the... Just perception? Okay. Not knowledge, nature, or anything. Okie dokie. Kurla will roll, or rather, I will roll perception. That is a 28 from Kurla.
Okay. So you examine the cage, and it appears to be clean. There's just some dust in it, but it doesn't look like it's been used. Or if it was, whatever was in there left no residue.
Okay. That's...
But it's sort of the kind of cage that you might imagine as like a bird cage almost.
But no feathers, no droppings.
No feathers are dropping. So if it had been used, it's been thoroughly cleaned.
You sure someone lives here?
That's what they said, so, Kurla, can I open this door? He
Let me
smugly
just stand
says.
back. Kurla will actually take another 5-foot step back. Right, go for it.
All right. Petra, you open the next door, and what you see appears to be a kitchen. This room contains a simple kitchen. It appears whoever lives here prefers to cook basic foods, as there appear to be no spices of any variety, and also a very poor variety of general foodstuffs anyway. So,
Enters
this
the
guy
room.
whoever lives here has a very basic palate.
And I'm assuming the fire is not lit.
The fire is not lit. Maybe it is. It could be like an ever-burning flame.
Oh.
May I do a perception check to see if it looks like it's been used recently?
Sure.
Any of the, kitchen supplies, or is there any food around, and does it look moldy, that kind of thing? That is a 39, and that's a nat 20.
Yeah, that's a nat 20. It does look like this kitchen has been used recently. Probably within the last day, the kitchen's been used.
Okay.
And
If there's
you
no
brought-
one here, there was someone here recently. It doesn't look
Yeah,
like
there's-
it's been sitting empty for too long.
Yeah, there's some dirty dishes and some foodstuffs that have been half prepared.
Oh.
Looks like whoever lives here really enjoys grits.
Ugh.
Hello, well, if you're here, we're not trying to intrude. The door was unlocked. We want to make sure everything's okay.
Who wants to bet that he's fucking dead?
So Petravian will look at the
Just going my
two-door
business.
options and say, well, that one's kind of curved, so I'm going to guess that's going up into the tower. So I think I say we head
Why
that
don't
way.
you open it and find out? Sorry.
By your command. Petravian opens this door.
Alright, Petravian, you place your hand on that door, and you get a strange sensation.
Ah, fuck.
Wonderful.
Don't say I didn't try to warn you.
You were lulled into a false sense of security, and you fell for it so hard.
Yeah. Okay, so, what new character should I do now?
And what does 2 disintegration spells do to a person?
So that strange sensation you get is that the handle doesn't move.
Oh, you. Huh. Interesting. He locked
Strange
this
for
door,
Petra.
but not the front door.
Well, Petra does that. Vera has moved over to the door in the further corner and is going to try opening it.
Sure, go for it. Alright, what you see is a larder. There's a few crates there containing packages of dry foods, along with a barrel of pickles.
Ugh.
Well, it would be quite the find if we were hungry, but nothing in here.
What, isn't there just pickles in there? I don't know if they're... I guess
Would you
that's
like a pickle?
fine.
I mean, right now, yeah.
Sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
I hate pickles. But, so...
Can I
Fucking
Can I go
excuse
get
me?
Can I go get a pickle right now? I mean, is this a thing? No.
No, not until break.
Not until
No,
break.
we wait till break. It's,
Crunch.
Yeah.
it's
Huh. Well, so this door is locked. Do you want me to just try to break it down, or is somebody able to just...
Oh, I
No.
can solve that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not...
Could I do a quick detect magic on the door to see if there or would it be a traps?
yes. You can detect magic on the door. Yeah.
Or... Okay, do so.
I'm gonna knock on this door before we try to break
Okay,
in one
so-
way or another.
Okay. So Kurla, you cast detect magic on the door, and you strongly detect an abjuration aura over not just the door, but also the stone that are surrounding the door as well. So it appears there is some sort of protection spell placed on this entire structure.
Kurla's gonna take a step back. Right, I'm picking up some strong defensive vibes on pretty much the entirety of that. We might
Oh,
want
I
to think
see.
carefully about how we enter. I'm not sure just blasting it might not be the best idea.
That wasn't my plan.
Also, I'm not sure if it's trying to protect what's in there from what's outside or vice versa.
Anyone can see through doors?
I could... Oh, no. Earth sense wouldn't work here, would it?
I've never known anyone who can see through doors.
Oh, really? It's not as unusual as you think, actually. It's a unique spell. Some people have it.
Marcus had...
Oh, we're well aware.
Marcus had it? Was you sure? I don't think you ever mentioned that.
I love and hate you all. Would Earth sense work in here since it's stone?
Well, your tremor sensibility would tell you if there's anyone within, 60 feet of you?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that would function to tell you if there's people around, but you wouldn't be able to see through doors.
Okay, no, I just wanted to see if there was something on the other side of that door that I would get a sense of. There is someone, or there's some. Yes. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can use that if you want, yeah.
I would like to, please.
Okay. Go ahead and use the ability, and you focus your Oread senses, and you do not notice anyone standing or walking around or moving or anything on the other side of this door within the range of your ability.
Okay.
Kurla, would you mind dispelling magic on these first? I will try something if that does not work.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
Oh, hold on. And I'm just going to back up.
Yeah, I'll say.
All right, Kurla is gonna place one hand against the door, and it's gonna begin. Their hand is gonna begin to glow with a nice purple light, and they're gonna start mumbling under their breath as they cast dispel magic on the door and the surrounding walls. trying to make kind of a little. They're not. I don't think they're trying to dispel all of the magic they picked up, but they're trying to dispel enough to get that door open. If that makes sense.
Sure. Okay, you cast Detect Magic on the door. Go ahead and make a caster level check, please.
Certainly. That is a 26.
Nice.
Okay,
Not too bad.
you cast Dispel Magic on the door, and it almost breaks through it immediately, and you think that you might have just barely failed when you hear a click.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Kurla is going to hit the click and step back and just sort of do a head nod towards Petravian, towards the door.
Give me a second, just a moment.
Whoa.
Riz is gonna use open close.
Okay,
And just flick their finger to see if that opens the door.
Okay, you use Open Close, and the door swings open. Beyond, you see a landing. It's a simple room with a bench and a standing sconce. There is a door to the west and a spiral staircase directly across from you, leading up into the tower proper.
Well, you were right about the stairs.
So, we better hope that Wizard is in trouble, or we're going with Plan C, because I don't think we have any other options right now.
This is going to end terribly.
Most likely.
We have
I'm going
tried to
check
announce
this-
ourselves in good faith.
True.
Hello,
So we-
anyone in here?
We walk into the tower.
Yep, you head into the landing room of the tower,
Do you want
and
me?
you call out, and you hear no response from above.
Shall I try this door before heading up?
Maybe check it with Detect Magic first this time?
Would we be able to stop you, you know?
I mean, you could.
Kurla's gonna...
I tell you what. From now on, I'll ask.
Thank you. We might live a little
Wow.
bit longer as a result. Kurla's going to cast Detect Magic on the door. They're going to
This door
waggle
is
their
not
fingers.
magical.
Okay. Right.
but-
Riz just flicks their open close spell at it.
All right, you flick the door open, and beyond, you see a small library. There's a small collection of writings arranged on a few bookshelves sitting along the wall. To the north sit two chairs beside a reading lamp.
Kurla's going to walk into the room and see all of these books. Can I do a perception check? What
Yes,
check do
you
I need to
can.
do to see what kind of books these are and what it all pertains to?
Perception
Perception.
first,
All right.
and then we'll go from there.
Lovely. That is a 39, another nat 20. on
Oh,
perception.
yes.
Damn, you are on fire tonight. Hell yeah.
Yes.
All right, so you search through, and you find that this is a interestingly curated collection of books. Please make a Knowledge Arcana check.
Ooh.
Knowledge Arcana. That is a 17.
A
Yeesh.
17. This library appears to be focused on the subjects of slimes and oozes, where they come from, what properties they have, and how to create them.
How to create them?
Oh
Uh-huh.
no.
Oh, I was right! He does hate the town, and he did send them!
Oh, we don't know that yet.
What
No, we
if
don't
he
know
was
that.
the crazy man we met in the woods?
What?
Could have been.
Oh.
I was thinking that.
Um,
Well, this guy's got a bit of an interesting hobby here. He's very much interested in the slimes and the oozes, but he might have been not so much just observing them. He might have been trying to breed them or make them. I'm not quite certain, but
Does it say how to make a mimic one? In any of them?
that's a good question. Beardy,
Sorry, what?
do any of the documents that I've been looking over mention making slimes that can mimic or oozes that can mimic?
You would have to read through all of this information to glean that, and that would take hours.
what languages are these written in?
Lots of different languages. Most of them are probably going to be written in Elven, which has kind of become sort of the... It's almost like the Latin of magic studies. Like, it's
right.
just kind of sort of become the generally accepted language in this part of the world for arcane study. Now, that might differ in different parts of the world, but around here, it's Elven. So... yeah, most of them are in Elven, but then there's also ones in other languages, of course. There's a lot of books here.
There's a lot here, Riz, and I'm not sure. It might take a while to try and track down that kind of answer.
That is okay, we can keep moving. We don't know how much time we have.
If we don't find the wizard here, and we don't find any slimes, maybe we can look into it.
Kurla, can you check that door over there?
Right. Kurla will approach the door and again waggle their fingers and cast Detect Magic on it.
It is magically locked.
Different sort of defense magic.
It could be the very same.
Okay, but it's locked in. Okay. We've got a
Yeah,
little bit of a
okay, where do
locked
I-
door here again.
Just a look there?
I hope so. I think so, yeah.
Why do I get the feeling that we're about to let something out?
Petravian, do that thing again.
Not the opening door thing, the thing where you try and see if there's anyone around.
That's it.
Yeah, you feel the earth.
Oh, okay. I was about to just open the door, but okay, sure.
Oh my
Of
goodness.
bloody course you are.
Or is it? Or am I an asset?
Okay. You reach out with your Oread senses, and you detect nothing within 60 feet of you.
Okay.
Other than the rest of the party, obviously.
Yeah.
And Archie outside.
Nothing
Alright.
behind that door.
Well, if it is locked, non-magically, I could probably still unlock it.
No, it's good. It's definitely got a magical lock going on it.
Try the spell first. If it doesn't work, I'll use knock.
Alright. Kurla will again lay their hand on door. That purple aura will emanate from it
Okay.
as they
Cast
cast
the
the
spell,
spell
and then
magic.
Hit me with that caster level check, please.
Certainly.
Hell yeah.
That is a 26.
Same roll. All right. You do the same spell, and you get the same result. You cast it. It is almost as if nothing works. You're right about to give up hope, and then you hear a click.
He certainly knows his defense spells, I'll give him that. Right, it's open.
Alright, let's keep going. You know, it could just be he's out for groceries and we're just coming in while he's not at home. That would be unfortunate, wouldn't it?
Yes. What do I see in this room?
Well, go on inside and see what you see.
This sort of obsession.
Oh.
All right.
This sort of-
Petravian, you see what appears to be some sort of experimentation room.
That's pretty freaky.
Inside this grisly room is a skeleton of what appears to be an adult human. Affixed to the wall with chains. 2 hoses are going from the skeleton into 2 nearby vessels, an urn and a basin. The room is lit by 2 standing torches, and there appears to be a chest along the north wall.
Right, Vera, it's plan C all the way.
Oh.
Yes, I think we're doing plenty.
Can
What did
I
I say?
Don't give me that look.
can I do a perception check to see what's in these vats?
Yes, you can.
Oh, that's my button.
At first you think it could be water in that basin,
Uh-huh.
but upon closer inspection, it's just a little too viscous to be water.
What color is it?
It's like a thick water. It's
Drink
kinda
it.
clear. It's clear.
Okay.
It's just like a thick water.
Oh, it's the stuff we use to put in our water globes at work. Nice.
Yeah, thick water. Yeah.
Thick water.
Thick water. Huh.
Record
Yeah.
yourself drinking it for TikTok.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'd die.
So this definitely looks evil, right? Right?
I mean, that could be just experimenting.
Yes, I think that's what's going on. This is experimenting.
It might be his idea of a fun Friday night, but this is not normal behavior. We need to be very, very careful about this.
Is there what knowledge we can do to maybe see what that viscous fluid is?
It would, yes, but it's gonna be tough. Knowledge Arcana.
I do not.
If only we had a bard
Mm-hmm.
with Lore Master.
Or a
Knowledge
wizard.
Arcana.
Wizard.
Ah, fuck
Carla's
wizards.
gonna take a crack
Fucking
at that.
nerds.
If I may.
What is
Fuck
it?
wizards.
Get
Yeah,
that.
go ahead.
Get that nat
What's-
20.
What's the roll?
Knowledge Arcana.
That is a
Oh,
28.
I would like to.
A 28.
I'd like to try as well, if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it. So it does appear to be some kind of
38.
There you go.
Nice.
some sort of plasm of some kind. You're not exactly sure what it's for.
Dude, we can sell
But-
that for so much right now.
Honestly, though.
It looks like it's definitely the base of some sort of magical reagent or something. But as far as what it is specifically, you have no idea specifically, but it's most likely created by this wizard for some purpose that you can't quite divine from this setup here.
Someone put a stick in it.
I'd like to pick up the urn. I'm going to shake it to see if I can hear anything in it.
Okay, you pick up and you shake the urn a little bit, and you get the sense that there's a little bit of that viscous liquid in there as well.
All right. Okay, now I don't feel bad about rifling through their stuff. So, Kurla, can you check that? See if there's any magic on that trunk over there.
Oh, I'm so glad to see that you're learning.
It takes a while, but I get there eventually.
Kurla will cast Detect Magic on that chest.
All right, you cast Detect Magic, and it is not magical. But the torches are.
Petravian.
Oh, are they ever burning?
Yeah,
Burning?
they're ever burning torches. Yeah.
Can I do a perception check just to see if there are any physical traps on it, or would that
you
fall
can.
under Detect Magic?
No. That would be a different roll.
Okay.
So
that
the
is
chest is non-magical, and you get a 30 on your perception. You don't detect any traps.
Right, go
Petravian
for it.
Petravian opens the chest.
Okay, you open the chest, and inside you find a collection of commoners' clothes.
Oh, shit.
How many sets of commoners' clothes?
Oh, it's like 2.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
yeah, just 2.
How
So
many
each for
shoes?
one of these goop tanks?
Vera, how lived in did that place that you went over to look?
Beardy.
Yeah.
How lived in... Succi. You're talking about the house?
Yeah.
The transmutation belt?
Yeah, but
Well, there was a cat there. Did I see any people in there at all?
Well, you didn't go to any bedrooms, so you didn't see
Okay.
any people sleeping. It would have been late at night.
I mean, imagine the cat
Could I-
would be dead otherwise.
Could I hear any?
You weren't specifically listening for them, but I mean, it's possible there were people in there. Yeah.
okay, I was worried that this wizard took the former
I think
adventurer.
he might be on the wrong angle of the dangle here.
I mean, that would be
Gotcha.
an interesting hook. You know, old adventuring buddies fall out.
Can we get a sense of
gets
how
So
caught
long,
they-
up in it?
how long
So
the
they
body's
take
been here?
their skeletons?
Yeah, you get the sense that this body's been here for maybe a week,
So,
Maybe
maybe
we-
less.
Maybe less.
do any of
Anyways.
you have the ability to speak with the dead?
Well, I can
No.
do you one better, but that might get a little bit creepy.
Well, what one better? My best friend is a necromancer. It doesn't bother me too much.
It depends on how long they've been gone, but this one looks, I hate to say fresh enough, but it looks like it's recent enough that I might be able to bring him back. I don't know if they'd thank me for it, and it's kind of up to the soul if they want to return, but
Like back to life? To life?
I...
Wow. Well, I think that would be probably a good idea. I mean, if it's option, if they have to consent to it anyway, then that doesn't sound like it has any downsides except maybe cost.
Just as an out-of-character thing, Beardy, is that, that Raised Dead does work that way, right?
Yeah, Raised Dead does work that way. The soul has to consent to come back. The only thing they're allowed to know is your alignment. So they know the alignment of the caster casting the spell, and they can choose to come back or not.
Okay. And I have still sufficient diamond dust, I believe.
Yeah, and if they choose to not come back, I won't burn any reagents.
Okay. Am I doing this then? Because I really don't like messing with these farces unless it's absolutely necessary. Do y'all think
Could you describe the skeleton? Is it how do the bones look? Do they look like they are super old?
Clean.
Okay, so it was probably actually cleaned bone.
Yep,
then?
definitely
Okay.
actually cleaned, yeah.
Like magically cleaned.
Maybe.
I mean, this doesn't look like this person wanted it go this way. I don't know a lot of people who would.
Well, did they die this way? And then I look at the chain. Oh, right.
Yeah, it looks pretty messed up.
Unless they're chained up for whatever this experiment does to the skeleton.
Make a further perception check, since you're actually looking at that specifics.
All right.
May as
all
well.
of us or Vera?
Sure, any of you looking at the skeleton more closely.
Ooh,
That is
nat
a
1
22
from Kurla. That's a 20.
because I can't roll above a 5.
Alright,
rolled
so
a
22, a 21, and a 20. Well,
How did Vera roll the highest on that?
amazing.
What do you mean? How did Vera roll the highest? She's a
Vera
plus
has a plus
18.
18. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Petra.
What kills me is that I rolled a 14 and I got one better than Kurla's nat 1.
Hey,
I'm
Petravian
embarrassed.
notices something.
Hey, awesome.
27 for the
Petravian.
podcast.
You notice that the chains holding the skeleton are tied, or the manacles that are hanging on this, that are like clamped on, are clamped to a degree that would have not fit a corpse. They're clamped on to a degree that looks like that the skeleton was chained up, not the body.
Huh.
Okay.
Do you convey this information? Petra?
Yeah. Those chains look like if there was any flesh on those bones, it would not have fit. These chains were added after they were dead.
Oh, no, so I was saying.
Okay, well, that's weird. That's weird.
So for all we know, they just got a skeleton. In that
Oh,
case,
wait a minute.
they may not have murdered it.
No.
Can we tell if the viscous fluid is flowing away from the skeleton or to it?
Oh, it's not flowing at all.
Oh, okay.
It's remaining perfectly still currently.
So, and Petravian, you can hear the gears grinding in his brain. So the tubes don't seem to be. It didn't look like it was draining away. Maybe there's a step that the wizard was going to do to maybe revive this thing.
Yeah.
I'd like to use detect magic on the viscous fluid.
Okay. It has a minor transmutation aura on it.
Oh yeah, this doesn't look good. Transmutation.
Why? So.
I'm gonna take the tube and just get it out of there.
Okay. I mean, it's all pretty inert right now. Like whatever was causing this to work probably was an active thing, because it's just sort of sitting vacant right now.
Well, let's check out the rest of the building.
I would like to say while all of that was happening, I was trying to find a book about the mimic slimes. If I could just peruse while they're doing that in the other room.
Sure. So, Riz, you search through some of these books.
Okay.
And give me a perception check, please.
Okay. 33.
33. Okay. You do find a couple of books that talk about some interesting properties of slimes, but none of them, not a single one, mentions, at least none of the ones that you pull, mention anything about a slime capable of doing what you saw in the woods.
Well, crackerjacks. Okay. Riz just angrily shuts a book that you all see them do once you enter in the other room.
That good, huh?
Oh yes, delightful. I can't find any information on the kind of slime we met in the forest.
Well, maybe there'll be more answers up the stairs.
I hope so.
Onward and upward.
We can ask the wizard what he did to this poor bastard and decide from there if we should bring him back.
Kurla, can you maybe let Kurla up? There you go.
I detect magic.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Then.
The door does not appear to be magical.
I'd like to open the door.
Go for it.
Ooh, wrong way.
All right.
There we go.
And I just kind of slowly open this thing up.
Okay.
Oh.
You see a floor ahead of you that looks like it's maybe devoted to storage, possibly. There's another torch here. And this floor has like a nice open view, like around these pillars. It's pretty much just an open air view around, and you can see a pretty commanding view of the region, since you're about 2 stories up now.
All right.
Petravian happens upon a door and calls over to Kurla. Hey, Kurla, there's one over here. Can you check it for me?
I detect magic.
Oh, well then that helps.
Okay. There's no magic on the door. In fact, there's no magic on any of the doors on this level.
Oh, wonderful.
Just open it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Appears it.
You find a room that is nearly vacant and contains mundane items.
Okay. So
There's a bed in here? Or
Yeah. Yep, there's an extra bed in there, but it's not being used. Petravian, you find the same thing. A vacant room that is full of mundane items.
I think I got,
All You see the same thing? A mundane room?
Keep going upwards then?
Yes.
Are there any windows up here?
Yes. Yes, there are.
I'll go see if Archie's nearby any windows and wave to him.
Yeah, you go... Actually, if you go to the southwest, you can see Archie standing pretty much right beneath where you're at right now, Lovette.
Hi there, Archie.
You stick your head out and look down at Archie.
Oh, hello, Lovette. How are things?
A little unsettling, but
What appears to be the problem?
someone might have gotten hurt here, but we don't know. We'll be in this tower. We're going up and down. I'll let you know if we need anything.
All right. I will continue to guard the base of the tower.
I'll, reach out to grab his hand and then go.
He reaches up and will let you touch his hand. All right. So the lot of you head to the 3rd floor.
For the podcast, we went around the circle of this entire tower and then headed up the rest of the staircase.
Sure. So you find a collection of 4 rooms, and in each room is a collection of a few boxes, crates, even a destroyed box in one room, and a bed in another, all of which are nondescript, and it looks like no one's touched them for months.
I also see something else.
Yeah, we just went up to the
Yeah.
another floor.
So the lot of you head up to the 3rd floor, and what you see is a simple desk on the east wall. It has some papers on it. Beside it stands a large cage with a dejected-looking commoner in it. Please make a perception check.
Okay.
To the north, also, lies a great deal of empty cages.
All right.
That-
Can we
yep.
read our rolls?
That's a
Go for
22 for Petravian.
It's a 15 for Lovette.
That's a nat 1, 19 for Vera.
That's a 38 for Risen.
And that's a 30 from Kurla.
Okay, so Risen and Kurla, you both notice that this cage that the commoner is in bears runes of force on the outside of it, which prevents anyone from squeezing through the bars.
Gotcha. Well,
Do they seem to be alive?
Yeah, the commoner's kind of just dejected looking, but as soon as you guys pop in the room, the commoner looks up at you with a newfound excitement.
Oh, shit.
What the hell is happening here?
And I'm going to run over to the commoner.
Okay, you got it.
Are you okay? Well, relatively speaking.
The commoner says something in Muscovan.
Oh, shit.
so what do they say?
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes. I never thought I'd get out of this cage.
Kurla?
What other languages do you speak? They don't know Muscovan. Elvish, I think, or Sylvan they all kind of got, I think.
I could try some Elven, sure.
Sorry. They ask me otherwise, and I absolutely... You know.
So Vera's trying to pry these bars.
Okay, you touch the bars, and the commoner looks at you and is about to say something, but as you reach in and touch the bars, you are going to be shocked by them. Whatever these force runes are, they're apparently empowering the bars to be rather dangerous. So that is going to deal 7 points of damage to Vera.
Ah, shit!
You know, we can just dispel that if you give us a moment.
I think we should maybe hold on a moment. Kurla is going to detect magic on the creature inside the cage.
Okay, you detect magic, and the creature is resonating with transmutation magic.
I think we might not want to let this one out until we have a better glimpse of what they are. I'm getting a little...
What do you mean? I've been trapped in this cage. Surely you're here to rescue me, right?
It's got a lot of transmutation magic coming off it. I think it's... Is it reading the same as the slime we defeated in the forest?
I mean, it's transmutation magic, so it's the same school.
Okay.
Also,
And-
do say what language you're using.
And I would have been speaking in Elven. If if the person in the cage dressed me in
Gotcha.
Elven, I would have responded in Elven.
Yeah, so the commoner says, I'm not an it. My name is Peter. Please, I don't understand. I need out of this cage.
Is there a way I can cast a spell magic on Peter here without dispelling the rune magic on the bars?
No,
I
you got to get through the one to get to the other.
I could
Damn.
do that.
Do you by any chance have Zone of Truth?
Yeah, Petravian.
I can cast Break Enchantment spell.
That's not what we asked.
Yeah.
We asked if you could cast Zone of Truth.
Oh, sorry. No, I can't. I don't have that ability.
Alright.
I don't either.
Oh well. Alright.
Would Break
Is it-
Enchantment work any differently than Dispel Magic in terms of needing to get through the runes to affect the magic on Peter?
I don't think so. I can do some research on that, but I believe it functions roughly the same.
It
Just
says-
one's a little bit stronger of an effect than the other.
Oh, it just says it only acts on freeze victims, so I would assume it just affects the person in there.
Alright, I would like to use Sense Motive.
Okay, go
for
ahead.
What he's been saying.
Sure.
That's a 16.
So 16, you get the sense that this person's telling the truth. Lovette, you go further around to the west, and what you notice is there's a large basin of viscous fluids down there on the south side of this level of the tower.
Wonderful. Peter, was it?
Yes?
Do you know what is being made over there?
I have no idea. The wizard that lives here is out of his mind.
We don't know anything about the wizard. Is he alive? Is she them?
I think. I haven't seen him in a few days.
By the way, does this person have a similar, like, physical structure to the skeleton downstairs?
Possibly. I mean,
It's kind of hard to tell
it's
unless
a
we
human.
do dental.
It's possible, yeah. I mean, they're both medium-sized humans.
Yeah,
so-
I mean, the taller than 4 feet, you'll look the same to me.
Yeah.
Alright, take us back to the beginning. How did you get here? How did the wizard capture you? Just, how did this all start?
Well, it's hard to say. My memory's kind of fuzzy. I remember I was in the village, and then as I was walking out of the village for some reason, I got attacked. And then I woke up here. And then that wizard, he kept doing things to me. I don't understand why.
What kind of things?
He would cut me, and then he would try to bleed me. I don't know why. I don't know what he needs my blood for. He holds up an arm and shows like kind of he holds up his arm, pulls his sleeve down, and shows kind of a recently healed jaggedy scar going up his arm.
This might be a little bit of a rude question, but are you human or a different?
Of course.
Different race?
What do I look like?
Can I do a sense motive on whether or not they're telling the
Yeah,
truth?
yeah. Of course.
Let's go look around the party. Like, what's that supposed to
nat
mean?
one. That's a 12.
Yeah, not one for a 12. He's telling the truth.
Ugh.
Anyone else doing a sense motive?
I would like to.
What in
Nat
the fuck?
20, 41.
All right, nat 20, 41.
Nice.
Riz, you get the sense that there's something off about this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're not sure, but you don't know if that scar was there before he pulled his sleeve up. You don't know. This
Riz
whole thing
just-
could be a ruse.
Kind of grabs Kurla's arm and pulls them slightly so they have your ear. And they just kind of relay that feeling. I did a vibe check. He didn't pass.
Yeah, did not pass the vibe check. Please, you are going to let me out, right? I don't know how long I've been here.
So
It feels
I don't know
like
if we can.
weeks.
If you spell, it might be too much.
Kurla's gonna grimace and then, knowing that Riz can speak and understand any languages, slip into Orc because they don't want there to be any chance of them being overheard by Peter in the cage.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to say in Orc to Riz, that amount of transmutation magic coming off it, my guess is either they're a changeling and the wizard was bleeding them for some sort of spell component, or there's some poor soul from the village that has been turned into one of those things by the wizard. But either way, we can't let them out.
Riz presses both of their hands together, brings it to their lips, and looks at you, because they're fully aware that this person will understand whatever they say. I think it's more of a third option, where they are what I was looking for in the books.
Fully aware that what person will understand what you are?
The person in the cage. They will understand me no matter what I say, so Riz is trying to be careful.
Oh.
Yeah, Riz is understood by everyone.
So they
Oh,
can't just switch
damn.
like everyone.
Dagnabbit.
He won't understand you, probably.
Okay.
But he will understand whatever I say, so that was Riz's response.
Gotcha. Good call. Sorry, I'd forgotten that it didn't work differently. That it worked differently with Riz. Okay.
Curses.
So,
Curses.
Kurla will nod in response.
we'll help them once we know what's going on. Why do you stink of transmutation?
I don't know. It must have been something the wizard did. I'm not a magic person. I don't know how any of this stuff works.
Well, should we get him out?
Why don't we search the rest of the tower beforehand? Just in case, so if he comes out and there's something out there to hurt him, that would be unfortunate, no?
Right, we should make sure that it's safe before we go letting him out, otherwise we might not be able to protect him. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more.
Slaps forehead.
Yeah, I'd say leave him
Better
in
just
there.
go up the fucking stairs.
Well, we need to see if we can find a key or something. Do you know where the wizard stayed? Does he stay up high on the tower?
He would go upstairs. That's the last I saw him as he went up.
Alright,
Well,
we'll see if he has a way to dispel the magic and we'll let you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, Riz starts heading up right away.
Yo.
Okay. So, I don't want a metagame. I really don't. Let me just read the description of the room one more time.
Okay.
This level of the tower appears to be devoted to the purpose of containing subjects in cages. There is a simple desk on the east wall with some papers on it. Beside it stands a large cage with a dejected-looking commoner in it.
I think we missed the desk part.
Yeah, let's check the desk.
I was too busy looking at the commoner.
I, for some reason, thought someone had looked at the desk.
Anyways, we look at the desk.
Yeah.
So what's on this desk?
Okay.
Right next to the commoner's cage.
Yeah, so just south of the commoner, there's this desk on the east wall. It's covered in, like, strewn around papers. So if you want to search the notes, please make a linguistics check first, and then go from there.
Nah, dog, I got my glasses.
Oh,
shit.
okay. So what your glasses get you?
My glasses make it so that I read them and everything comes up as gnomish for me. when I
Cool.
read it.
In that case, make a knowledge arcana.
All right.
I would like to look over Lovette's shoulder, if
Okay.
that's okay.
You got it.
I think-
Knowledge arcana from you as well.
Oh, okay.
My big dumb butt is gonna just
That is
step
a
out of the way.
19 for me. That was an okay roll, I guess.
Kurla's going to be looking over their shoulder as well, so that's a linguistics and then an arcana from me.
Correct. Linguistics and then arcana.
26 for my arcana. That's shit.
Nat 1 on the linguistics.
All right. So
Nine.
Kurla is unable to read it, but Lovette is able to read it, but doesn't glean any information. And then Kurla is able to read it and glean some information.
With
So-
the nat 1?
You mean Riz is
Or
able
risen.
to.
My apologies, Riz. Sorry. So Riz is able to read it and glean some information. And Riz, the information goes as follows. Test number 27.
Oh, no.
What?
Just 27. That's a big number.
Segregated a 1 pound amount of the subject and had it absorb a trained rat. The segregation was able to replicate the form of the rat, and within moments was behaving like the rat. Perhaps a defense mechanism. Will attempt something. Fascinating. It appears the subject is able to not just replicate the physical appearance, but also incorporate the memories of its host to create a true amalgam being, a gestalt being, one that inherits the positive traits of both creatures with none of the drawbacks. When presented with the treat, the, quote, rat performed the tricks the original had been taught. I am stunned at the possibilities of this discovery. This really could work. Gods forgive me.
Riz, is there just a side paper or anything that's just blank?
Sure, yeah.
Riz would like to try to transcribe it
Okay.
so that the others could read it.
Yeah, you transcribe it into whatever language you'd like to write.
I'll do Elven, I guess.
In fact, I'm going to transcribe it into my obsession log just for good measure.
Yep. So, I hope that made sense to all of you.
So after writing down the pages, they'll turn away from the commoner and just hold it up to everyone.
So you're all able to read that piece of paper and glean that bit of information.
All right. Well, like I said, we'll be upstairs.
Yes, we'll be down in just a moment.
We'll be
Come on,
back to deal
everyone.
with you, don't worry.
Oh, thank you.
Can you check that
Okay.
door, Lovette?
So, you arrive on the 4th floor of the tower as you all head up to the top level. But as soon as you do, there appears to be a force field holding you all from exiting the stairwell.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Kurla will do a detect magic.
Okay. It is a very powerful abjuration effect.
Is it an arcane lock?
No, it's a force field.
Ooh. Oh dear.
So I would like to use detect magic, and I look around. Is it only the entrance that has this magic on it, or?
Yes, essentially. But the rest of the stone here is also enchanted with that same abjuration power as well.
Okay, so the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole tower is enchanted with an abjuration effect, but this force field is a separate effect.
Okay.
Do you spell magic like normal?
How many more of those do we have?
We've got enough to take care of it, but it might take me more than one attempt. This is pretty strong.
I'll add to it. So, Riz will also assist by using a dispel magic at the same time as Kurla.
Okay.
Right, on the count of 3, and 3, 2, 1, go, or go on 1.
3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1, go. Right.
All right, go ahead and cast your spells. Make your checks as well. Your level checks,
Please.
please.
That is a 23 from Kurla.
That's an 18 from Riz.
Okay, so you both cast your spells, and they do not make it through. The force field stands whole.
Do you want to take another... Can we take another crack at that?
I don't have any more Dispel Magics.
Crud.
I am a prep caster.
If you'd like to make a Knowledge Arcana, you might be able
Yes.
to glean some information about how these work.
Please.
I will certainly do one of those myself.
39 for my Arcana check.
29 for
Okay.
mine, but Riz has got it. I
Oh,
think.
you're fine. So the two of you actually would succeed anyway. You believe that this is a kind of a wall of force that is attuned to a specific pass key. So basically, you would just need to possess whatever pass key is attuned to this wall of force to turn it off to get into this room.
Which color is it?
It's a purple wall of force.
All right, let's find the purple key, guys.
Yep, you need to find the purple key.
I don't understand. So, after gleaning that knowledge, we can still go down the stairs, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go down and inform everyone that we're looking for a special key to go through the force field and start looking around.
All right.
So, we'll make a
Okay.
huge sweep of the area.
Sure. So if you want to go ahead and make a single perception check to search the entire tower to see if you can find that key, go for it. And I'll
Okay.
just generalize it for the whole tower.
That is a nat 20, 38.
Nice.
Hell yeah. All right.
That's great.
So that's a 38 from Vera. And the answer is you search the entire tower you can get to top to bottom. The key is not here.
Looks like we're going down to the caves.
Great.
Boy.
Could we call through the force field?
Oh my god. Go ahead and try, Petravian. You go do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Petravian heads back up to the force field and gets as close as he can and starts, takes his hammer and starts banging on it like, hello? Hello?
I really worry about that one.
There is no response.
Aww.
Don't worry. One of these times, your idea will get it. You'll hit it straight on the mark.
One day, it would have been baller if it worked.
All right. So as you head back out, Archie's standing there.
Oh, hello everyone.
Hey there, big fella.
Archie,
What did you find inside?
we found a creature trapped in a cage that, I
Are
think
we sure it was a slime and not a person?
those notes seemed pretty indicative.
Based on the information I wrote down for you and just my feeling I got from him, who knows if that scratch thingy was even there before he pulled up his sleeve. Plus, if it is a mimic, it doesn't even know it's a mimic.
Yeah, that's what makes me worried.
Slime. Mirror slime, that's the one.
Until we talk with the wizard, I don't think it's safe to let it out of the cage.
No, me either.
Vera
Although,
just kind of sighs.
I think we have to go down to that cave and see if he's fucking dead down there.
I guess so, yeah.
I think he's fucking dead, but, maybe the passkey is down there.
Well, let's check it out then.
Come on, this time, though, I think, Archie.
All right.
Of course.
So we head over to the
Alrighty.
ravine.
So let me go ahead and move you all to a new map.
How far away is this ravine from everything else?
This is directly beneath the tower. Basically, you just head down a staircase that leads to this kind of ravine in the ground that opens into a natural cave. So
Does anyone have any light sources?
Yeah, sure.
I'll cast light. I just flick a little switch on my gauntlet and just has like a flashlight on it.
okay. So what's your light source?
My hand.
No, sorry, the range of it.
Oh,
30
sorry.
feet?
I believe so.
We'll give you a 30-foot bright radius.
Okay.
How large is the effect of those ever-burning torches?
Same as a normal torch, so like 30 feet.
Could I run and grab one of those?
Sure.
Gonna do that.
Okay.
Vera
One moment.
runs up and... Is it like attached to the ground or something, or...
I think it was to the walls.
There were a couple that were on the wall. There were a couple that were like tall ones that they're like on a stand. But you can
Okay.
grab one out of a wall.
Would light work if it were cast on Archie?
What do you mean? Would light work if it were cast on Archie?
As a
This
spell,
has to be
I mean.
cast on an object, right?
Yeah, you can cast light on anyone.
I don't think it changes the distance of the light, though.
No.
Okay.
Okay, Vera, I'm going to go ahead and toss a ever-burning torch into your inventory. So you can now use that one if you'd like. And that will take one of your hand slots, but will give you a 30-foot light radius.
Alrighty.
I don't need to cast light on Archie because he's already the light of my life.
Aw.
Aw, that's adorable.
But doesn't
Alright.
add any combat.
He can also see in the dark.
Kurla will pull their other dagger, not Healer's Sting, and mutter under their breath, and a nice pure white light will emanate from their hand and imbue that dagger with light as they cast light, and they'll kind of hold that up as a makeshift torch.
You got it. All right, I'll go ahead and give you a bright radius here. Bright light, 30 feet. And I realize now that I have fucked some of these up.
Who's got the this free snack slime buffet sign to stick on? We all got these lights going.
I don't know who here looks the most like a snack.
Chisel.
Vera? She's probably the hottest.
I don't know.
Who?
Vera?
I don't know.
She's
I
muscly.
I mean, it depends on your taste. She falls very hard into a niche.
Yeah, I was actually going to go with Archie, but whatever.
That's also concerning.
Now I get the HK thing a little bit more.
Please, Archie is nothing like HK-47. Archie is a soft boy.
He's not like HK-47 yet.
Oh, boy.
He's only 6. If he keeps going through trauma at the rate he's going, we'll see.
Just keep calling everyone meatbags after this. See someone get killed by a slime, is like, they're only meatbags. Whatever.
Meatbags terminated.
Don't call me master anymore. Call me meatbag.
Honestly, I'm fine with that. It's kind of hot.
Oh, jeez.
Don't call me master. Call me meatbag.
Jeez. All right. So you find yourself at the entrance to this cave that is in a natural crevice underneath this wizard's tower. You light up your torches, and you now have, some bright lights that you can toss around and carry, so you shouldn't be blind in here anymore. What would you like to do?
Petravian, as we walk up to this cave, given his vantage point, will, off in the distance, he will point out, so, as we were told, this is a cave of slimes. What does green slime do?
Oh, you can see it too. I think it's emerald, actually. It's a bit of a different hue.
Oh!
See what?
An emerald ooze.
Oh.
It's not a slime, it's an ooze. Petravian.
Oh, there's a difference?
Is that like a mold?
There's a difference. I'm sorry.
Is that like the difference between like mushrooms and mold?
Yeah, I mean, mushrooms are fungi, and
mold
is
is
fucking
fungi.
mold. And disgusting.
Well, yeah.
Kurla will be quietly retching at the mention of mushrooms.
I like them sauteed with wine. Anyways, let's go. Petravian and Archibald, can Archie actually fit through these pillars?
How
Yes,
sturdy
barely.
do they look?
They look fairly sturdy, but he can also squeeze between some of them, because some of them are 10 feet between.
Just a quick question.
Yeah.
For oozes and slimes in general, how does attacking them work, and is it effective to even attack them without magic?
Sounds like dungeoneering.
That's
That depends. Yeah, it's a dungeoneering or arcana check right there.
You reminded me, before we get ahead of ourselves, I'm going to cast my pre-battle spells.
Likewise.
Okay. Get some mage armor going.
Alright, so that's a 22 for my dungeoneering,
Mm-hmm.
and then a 27 for my arcana check. Those were
Nice.
shit fucking roll.
Okay. So you know that emerald oozes are not really that hard to hurt as far as oozes and slimes go. They don't have a whole lot of special defenses, except that they are immune to acid damage.
Well, no acid for the emerald ooze, and we'll work on it as we go, okay? Otherwise...
You also know that they have a corrosion ability that they can use to...
fuck up armor and weapons.
Yeah, they corrode stuff on hits, so...
Riz will just relay this information as we're getting closer, then.
So yeah, if it strikes you, your clothing and armor take equivalent damage to you.
That include magical?
Yes.
Does that include natural weapons?
No. So, as you walk into the cave, torch is held aloft, there is some wriggling goop that is going to take offense to this, and some oozes are going to attack.
I hate goop.
Me too. It's a fucking rigged system and
Yeah.
product
Oh
line.
yeah, it's a shitty product line from a shitty person.
Fuck goop.
We're not here to bitch about that. We're here to fight some slimes.
Mm-hmm.
So, some slimes. So Riz won initiative with a 21.
Yum,
So,
yum, yum.
Riz, what would you like to do because these emerald oozes appear to be coming at you.
Like
Like
Cleopatra?
Cleopatra?
I'm sorry.
How similar or dissimilar to Cleopatra do these look?
I would say strongly dissimilar.
Not as
By the
hot.
way, I would love to talk to all of you about Cleopatra for the next 2 hours, but I'm not going to.
We can talk about it later, Beardy. I'd love to hear it.
I would.
I
Yeah.
love fucking history shit.
Cleopatra is a bomb-ass bitch.
But also kind of full of shit. Just saying.
I don't know what you mean.
So, seeing this emerald ooze, I'm gonna run up behind Petravian next to Chisel. Oh, that's a helpful viewpoint.
Yeah.
Oh, and before we get too far, would you like to roll for your runes for the day?
I would love to. 14.
Awesome.
Alright, I'm going to cast Chain Lightning. I'll probably put Gnar on it. 1 Gnar. And then I'll do 3 Reese.
Mm-hmm.
To just try and get whatever else is in that cave. Because I can't see everything, but I'm hoping I might be able to hit a bunch of things that way.
Okay, so it's going to be an ice spell, and you're putting how many Reeses on it?
3.
3? Okay. So burn 4 runes, and go ahead and cast the spell, and
You
then
got
roll
it.
an extra, however many d6s you need for pumping that up to Reeses.
Oh, jeez.
Reese's Reach.
Wow.
So that means just more area. It's not Voss.
Holy fuck.
Oh, I'm sorry. My horrible apologies. Okay.
So that's
Okay.
just to reach more enemies based on the one that's directly in front of Archie.
Cool.
Oh, actually,
here's what
I'll do the
happens.
one in the southeast and hope that reaches a little bit better, maybe.
Sure. The one pretty much due south of you?
No. Over here.
Oh, the one in the middle
Yeah. Middle?
Yeah, because
of the room.
Oh.
there's one over here.
I can't tell shit for this room. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. Riz, you launch a spout of icy electricity, basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll some saving throws for all the enemies in the area.
Do you mind if I spice this a little for how the spell looks?
And your DC is going to be 23.
Yes, sir?
Okay, all targets fail.
Yes. Okay, cool.
So yeah, give me some spice, huh?
Okay, so Rizzles start out with a tree shape that soon turns into a face that they're drawing with their hands, and there's these jagged lines across one side as they're drawing out the symbol of Nerissa. And then they
Nice.
just push that forward and outwards towards the first emerald ooze they see off to the corner of this room, in hopes they'll get more too.
Okay, well, that's really good. So you strike the ooze to the southeast for 43 points of damage. It's then going to jump from that guy to all other targets in the room. And now, here's the thing. Some of those targets were hiding. So
Okay.
they are no longer hiding now.
Yes.
Because that is basically going to make them appear.
jeez.
Is that what we fought in the intestines?
No.
No, okay.
So the damage dealt is actually going to be quite a bit. So 43 damage to all those targets.
Yes.
Kablam.
Any special for ice?
Yes. So what's interesting is that the ochre jellies that you strike, so your ice lightning goes through and hits that first ooze, bounces the next thing, bounces across the whole room, basically creates this interconnected web of cold damage that goes across the whole room. And were it electricity, it would not have affected the ochre jellies at all.
Yeah!
They were immune to electricity. But because you used a ice rune on that, it actually does normal damage to them.
Oh, baby!
yeah.
You were trying to seduce me right now?
Yeah, so you wipe out every single emerald ooze in the room, and then you damn near kill the ochre jellies
Good gracious.
with a single spell.
Oh, shit.
All right, Chisel,
Oh boy.
you have
Bad.
initiative. Leave some slimes for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fuck you guys, no.
You don't have to. That's all right.
Chisel, seeing this room of cold and all the dead oozes, eyeballs the ochre jelly to the north. And so Chisel will run up to within 10 feet, so that would be here.
Yeah, runs 35 feet to the east.
Yep. There we go. And does a gore attack.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll a gore attack.
Yep. That is a nat 20.
Nice.
A crit confirmation of 25.
Okay. So, that would work were this not an ooze, which are immune to critical hits.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
You have to have a
What?
distinct anatomy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to chop the head off when you don't know what even is a head.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm going to stab it in the heart. Wait a minute.
Oh.
Here, I'll just hit it in the spine. Oh, wait a minute.
It's a little sad.
It's
but-
like an elemental. It doesn't have an anatomy. So, it is going to take, let's see. This was piercing damage, I believe, from a gore?
Yes.
Yeah. Gore be piercing. Okay. So, in that case, this is a critical hit that does 0 damage to the ochre jelly.
Oh.
Because it is apparently immune to piercing damage. Chisel comes in there and just stabs his antlers in and just like lifts it up to as if to kind of like toss this thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it just sort of runs down its antlers.
Ugh. Ugh.
And Chisel is just immediately like, I have made a mistake.
Oh no.
Ruh-roh.
I do not like this.
Yeah, I
This is
imagine
not
that
okay.
fucking elk scream almost immediately.
Wow, look at that waveform.
Yeah, right?
Hey, it didn't peak, so we're good.
Yeah. Alright, and Chisel is going to take 1d4 points of damage, so I rolled a 4. So Chisel takes 4 points of damage from acid from the ochre jelly.
Ugh.
And his antlers, dude.
Well, that's
Natural.
what took the damage.
Gotcha,
Oh.
okay.
Alright.
Commence
So
screaming.
that's going to take us... Yeah, and Chisel's screaming, yeah.
Oh my god.
Alright, Petra, you're up.
Petra, hearing this, is gonna run over to his buddy.
Alright, so that's 35 feet.
Yeah, it'll. I won't have. I can double move. I just won't have any other.
Oh, I see.
I won't have
Okay.
any other
Alright.
abilities.
Cool. Alrighty, in that case, you move 35 feet to get up next to Chisel
Yes.
and the ochre jelly. Takes us to Vera.
Alrighty. So, Vera's going to fly about 15 feet into the air
Mhm.
and go through these pillars. And once I see the ochre jellies, I'm going to lay down a flame strike. So, my arm lights a flame in an azure flame, and you see the spark go through, and it just explodes into this fireball.
Okay. Cool. Were you boon formed already?
No, but I do boon form.
Mhm.
I was like,
Okay.
oh, I'm boon form.
It's just an automatic thing in your brain normally.
Yeah, right. And then I find out, oh, right, I don't have AC anymore. Wait, let me put that buff on.
Okay. Cool. So we didn't write down what kind of action that is. It did.
It's
It is,
immediate.
yeah, it is straight up. It's an instantaneous, like whatever that actual description is. Like,
As long as it's your turn,
Free
right?
action.
yes,
Okay. So
Free
it's-
action,
it would
yeah.
be a swift action then, or
Free
or free
action.
action, whatever. Okay. Cool. All right. So you boon form. You fly up 15 feet and then move 15 feet forward. So you 30 feet fly, and then you cast Flame Strike. Where do you want to center that?
what that is going to be on the ochre jelly that's more in the middle of the room.
Okay. Cool.
Right.
All
Yeah.
right, go ahead and cast that, and let's see what it do.
All right, let's see what these things are weak against. Yes.
All right, cast a Flame Strike.
All right, that is 41 damage, but I do not know if these are immune to fire. So,
All right, DC 18 Reflex save, and it rolls a fail.
Nice.
So it's going to take 41 points of fire damage, and it dies.
Yeah!
Yay!
Go
I shut that
Vera!
one. Okay.
so you see Vera's back armor just kind of split, and these wings just jut out as I take to the sky.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
There.
I like it. All right, good turn. So that'll take us on to Lovette.
All right. So I'm going to flip a switch, pull out a little vial, and stick in Archie's leg, and give him a greater evolution surge to equip him with a breath weapon. I'm going to give him the line fire breath weapon. I guess I'll move around him between this pillar and Archibald so that I get a better view of the action.
All right.
And that'll be it. That'll be my turn.
Cool. All right, so this ochre jelly is going to make a slam attack at Chisel, and that is going to miss. Archie.
All right. Archie's going to step to the side where that ochre jelly had died. Trying to keep out of the puddle. but around that area to stay clear of Izzle and Petra. He'll raise up an arm, a little hose comes out with like a tube attached to it, and it's just going to jut out a line of flame at this thing. And so that'll be a DC 18 reflex save from him.
DC 18 reflex save. Alright. And it's fire damage, you said?
Correct.
Alright, cool. In that case, it's going to take 32 points of fire damage and die.
Nice.
Woo!
Dang. Okay.
Nice. We rock their socks, motherfuckers.
Seriously.
Still one left.
Alright.
Yeah, the tracker
Thanks, Mr.
says that we're not done.
Kurla, seeing that their teammates seem to have everything well in hand, is just going to stand there, kind of keeping an eye out in case they are needed, and cheering everyone on, in very understated terms. And I'm going to delay my turn until after this last ochre jelly.
Sounds good. Okay. So on its turn, it's going to move up. Archie is going to get a swing at it.
Oh! That is a 23 to hit.
Alrighty. Alright, in that case, it is going to swing at Archie. And miss. Alright, Kurla, you're up.
Kurla will continue standing there cheering everyone on. They are paying attention. They are making sure that no one looks as if they need some emergency attention or any sort of assistance, but it looks like everyone has it well in order, so Kurla will just hand back with Riz.
Alrighty. Riz, round 2.
Alright. Let's see. I'm going to step forward behind Archie
Mm-hmm.
and use Runic Guide to blast up the ochre jelly.
Okay, it's a single attack. Go for it.
Okay. That's a 24 to hit.
24 to hit is successful. And that is bludgeoning damage? Is that right? Or is that force damage?
Force damage.
Okay, cool. Alright. It's going to take 19 points of force damage.
Okay.
And die.
Yay! I'm a murdering machine!
Jeez, you just killed
Nicely done.
nearly everybody in this cave here. Congratulations.
Like we're both powerhouses, eh, Archie?
You heard Elk screaming behind you.
Yes, you are very skilled, Riz.
Thank you. As are you, my friend.
Yes, you did so well, Archie. I'm glad you're okay.
Petra's
It was only due to your modifications.
No, you used them very well, very smartly, and you were careful to avoid Petra, which was very, very good of you.
Petra is soothing Chisel. Oh, buddy, you did great. I mean, I didn't know that thing was immune to piercing.
What does that even mean?
What a weird thing for someone to say.
This is a game to you, Petra.
Is real life a game to you or what?
So Chisel's antlers fall off, and
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised they didn't in the winter.
that'd suck.
Yeah, it's normal for elk.
Yeah, it'd still suck. It's like,
They did, and Petra glued him back on. She's like, oh, your ears fell off.
He could bite him with his incisors. That'd be beautiful, actually.
all right. So,
Combat is dropped. Tokens are unlocked.
all right.
You are greeted by the sound of dripping in an otherwise quiet cave.
Gross.
Well, definitely have to say that was a lot easier than what we dealt with last time.
Well, it wasn't too bad. It maybe disarmed me, so.
So whatever this wizard did to the slimes to make them more powerful is not to our interest, I think.
Maybe. Well, it might just be the different breed of slime is stronger.
There's a pool in here.
Not to generalize like that, but you know.
Petra says, looking off into a room while everyone's talking.
Probably not the safest to swim in there.
Yes, I would not touch any sort of water here. Just in case. You never know.
Very true. What do I see in this room? It's just a big...
Yeah, in the room you see a still pool of clear, cool water. It's very, very peaceful looking. Looks like the water is probably sourced from an underground aquifer.
Oh, beautiful word.
It looks extremely pure and clean, and it's, judging by the coolness of the room, you imagine it's probably refreshingly cold as well.
Oh.
If you
Do you
drink
wanna
that,
drink it?
I'm not bringing you back.
You know, a year ago, Skrewy would run into that pool. This I have learned.
Year ago?
Year ago. Yeah. Year ago. Before Rise. Yeah. Before Rise.
Beardy.
Yes.
Looking at this like pool of water, how parched and dry does Petra feel?
Very. I mean, Petra's skin is all stony and dusty.
And disgusting.
Oh, that is a.
I mean, honestly, like.
It feels like sandpaper
really
and may
nice.
literally be
It looks
sandpaper.
it looks like a really nice pool. That's all I'm saying.
Does it feel like he's having a hard time breathing? Like how dry his throat is? It's like,
I mean,
oh,
yeah, probably.
Ugh.
If only someone could help him.
I mean, I could create water for you, Petra, but that water looks so good.
Oh, but look at it. I don't
It'd
have
be a
a
waste
cup.
of a spell when you got water right here.
Anyways.
I mean, I as soon as we're done trying to get Petra killed.
What are you talking about? I didn't say anything. I was just asking what Petra was feeling. Because I care, you know?
I'm so glad.
Are you trying to get him to drink the water?
I told him specifically not to go in it.
Oh.
I'm not going. I took a bath recently, so.
Recently, I think the last bath you took was like with me in that one country with all the snow. Just saying.
No, it wasn't.
Are you sure?
I like eyebrow raise at Petra.
I swear I took a bath more recently than that.
I almost kicked him in the dick.
Oh, I did.
Ah, I'm proud of you. Thanks, boss. He asks too many questions sometimes.
Vera, I take it back. It's Petra that was smelling all this time.
Thank you.
Anyways, let's see what else is in this cave. And Vera is going to veer into the middle passage.
Okay.
I'm stuck. I got my foot stuck.
Where's
Oh,
Lovette?
Oh, hello, Lovette. We were wondering where you were.
sorry, I was just checking the holes to see if there was anywhere else you could fit.
You were checking the holes. Got it.
Yes, the caverns.
Do be careful, Lovette. Some of these cracks look like they would be small enough for you to slide into by accident.
Is this
I
another?
hope not. I'll be careful. Thank you, Archie.
Is this another situation of a clear pool?
Yeah, it's a much smaller pool, but yeah, it's in the back of a small alcove that goes back about 25 feet and ends with a pool that descends about 10 feet down and has a bit of water in the bottom. It's a bit darker down there, though. It doesn't look quite as refreshing as the other batch.
Why do I have this sneaking suspicion we may have to go in here?
Let's check the other places first, okay? Then we'll go in the hole.
This cavern is much larger, I think.
Am I able to pass through this area here, or is this a accidental wall?
There is a crack there
Okay.
that you can see through, and it opens up into a larger room on the other side. But it is far too small for you to fit through.
Hey, Lovette.
No. He's
Yes?
calling you Lovette.
What?
There's a crack here. Can you shimmy through there? See what's on the other side.
Wow.
Is it big enough for Lovette to fit in?
Lovette could squeeze through it.
Oh no!
Hey!
This is only a bad idea.
Yeah, she's just giving this death glare at Petra.
I thought stone walls were no problem for you.
Hey, that's actually true.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, it's a really good point.
I know this. You know this. Petra knows this. However, there are the powers that be dictate that I really shouldn't break the walls like that.
This is natural rock, though.
I know, but I'm trying to be good.
By sending just Lovette through like a child worker.
Yeah.
Also, if you can clean my chimney, that'd be great.
And don't even think about
there's
unionizing.
something stuck between these gears, a little bit of cotton. Only your tiny hands can reach it.
The edict is don't be a dick. So I try not to.
Oh, you mean with going through the wall?
Yeah, with going through the wall.
I thought you meant here. I'm like, are you?
No. I mean, hey, they employed children in coal mines.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. That makes it okay.
So is Lovette saying no, or
She's just giving Petra a death glare. Like, are you kidding me?
No, I mean, all you have to do is peek through, see what's on the other side, and then come back in here.
I am literally disabled.
You look fully functional to me.
I'm missing a leg.
so? I look through here. Can I see anything on the other side of this crack?
You see a larger room on the other side. There is another lake or pool in there as well, and some columns sticking up in that lake.
Well, we could probably get to the other side if we go down this hole, I'm guessing. But let's check out the other passageway before we resort to that.
Agreed.
Yes, let's.
I'm not looking for getting attacked by some slime while I'm swimming.
Mm-hmm.
So we make our way back into the larger cavern as we go into the western passageway.
Sure. As the group loops back around into the central room and heads down a small winding passage to the southwest. However, Archie stops at the entrance of it, realizing that he is far too large to fit through it.
Is he? Okay, he won't be able to squeeze in through it all.
I do not believe I can fit in that passage.
Yeah, it'd be a tight fit. That would not be comfortable.
I can maintain some protection out here then.
Yeah, I'll bring you in as soon as we come into an open area.
Very well.
Do you mind sending Lovette through? I think she can fit.
Just like rolls her eyes. Doesn't make eye contact. Just like, God damn it.
And Chisel probably comes to the same conclusion. They probably couldn't fit through this passageway easily.
Chisel can fit.
Chisel can fit? Oh, well.
Yeah, of course.
Chisel's smaller than Archibald.
Chisel is a large creature, not a huge creature.
Ah, okay.
You can always squeeze down to about a quarter of your size, basically.
Okay.
Or rather, one size category smaller than yourself. So Chisel can squeeze to a medium creature size, if need be. Archie can squeeze to a large size creature. So you can fit through there as a medium creature. So Chisel can fit as squeezing. Archie can't.
The visual representation of an elk squeezing through tight crevices is very funny to me, though. Just the
Especially as it is screaming.
yeah.
Yeah, as it's screaming and like constantly clacking its antlers against the stone.
Which is how I like to envision Chisel, even though it's not, because I think screaming undulates are funny.
In my head, it's like trying to move a sofa, you know, when 3 or 4 people are trying to maneuver it up a set of stairs that are really... No, pivot that way, no.
The
Now,
skittering
now on your
of
end.
the hooves.
Now you're... No!
You doing okay back there, buddy?
Oh my god, what was that?
I think this cave is haunted.
Echoes down the cavern walls, like fucking, like this place is haunted.
Yeah, that's kind of what he's making, that noise.
Can we get a soundboard of like deer screams?
I could
Yeah.
probably find stuff for you guys. Every time he attacks, that's
So,
the noise
wait.
that it makes.
See, what I think would be great is to use that module to play the deer scream noise every time Chisel makes an attack.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, God, thank you. Oh, boy, that was
dear.
fucking hilarious. I'd like to do a perception check just to up and around. I don't want to get a slime to drop on my head.
All right.
I will also be watching around.
Might as well all do perception checks just in case.
That's a 32 from Vera.
Hell yeah.
A 23
Okay.
from Petra.
24 from Lovette.
Oh shit.
It's a 24 from Kurla.
And a 28 from Risen. Apparently Vera's the best like perception person half the time.
Yeah.
I love it.
When I'm not
All right.
when I'm not doing threes.
Yeah. Yeah. As soon as you roll nice, it's real good.
It do be like that.
It do be like that.
On occasion.
All right.
I'm sorry.
So you listen and look around, and what you feel is cold air, refreshing cold air, and you can hear steady drips of water in pools and on stone around this corner.
Nice.
You don't hear any other objects or creatures, just the sound of water dripping in pools and on stone.
Okay.
And an elk in
The
distress.
air down here, the air down here is cool and refreshing.
Why don't you use that tremor sense thingy?
All right.
How many
Yeah,
you got?
Yeah, how many can
one-
you use in a day?
I can use 3, and I have used 2.
Should we use it?
There's still
How-
a lot
how
of
long
black
range is
area
it?
down here.
What's the range?
60
60 feet.
You could if you.
Only if you guys think it's good. I'll take that as a team vote rather than.
I think when you get to the mouth of the cave would be a good
Yeah.
time to pop it if you're going to.
Okay, yeah, I agree. So if I get to the stairs here and...
Well, you just vanished from my sight. Oh, there you go.
what do we see in this cave?
Okay, so as you guys come around this kind of horseshoe-shaped passageway, it opens up into a much larger room. It's about 50 feet by 60 feet, and in the middle of the room, forming kind of a footprint-shaped lake, is this large, really nice-looking underwater spring. You're not sure if it's mold or something, or maybe it's just your lights from your torches, but the room sort of glitters and shines with water. Like the rocks are all kind of wet and shining. And it's a really breathtaking sight. It's pretty beautiful. It's like a natural, beautiful cave. The passageway continues around sort of a tall ledge around the north side of the room, around this little lake, and then eventually travels off to the east into another room, and then goes further south into a larger, more wide open area.
So Petra is going to use his tremor sense ability. The last one of the day.
Woo.
What does that look like?
Yeah, what does it look like when you do it?
Petra closes his eyes and sort of like, you see him like shift his feet into the ground. It's like he's shifting around trying to feel if there's any other vibrations.
Your earth sensibility does not detect anything within 60 feet.
Nice.
Okay.
Alright. Then we're safe.
So
I'm going
we
to.
assume-
I'm gonna use one of my uses then of Maker's Call and bring Archie into this room.
Okay. Now this ledge,
He'll
does it to be
fall
next to you? Is that right?
Maybe I don't. How deep is this pool?
You're not sure.
Okay, I
I
guess.
wouldn't risk it.
Yeah.
I'm going to. I'll fire a bolt into the pool and see how deep it is.
Okay.
I mean, we're not going to hear a noise for how deep it is, though.
I'll see it sink, most likely.
Too bad we don't have dancing lights. We could just throw one down.
Mm-hmm.
Did that automatically expend the ammo, or do I need to expend it?
You need to expend the ammo.
Gotcha. I will do that then. Whatever it is.
It's been a while since you've used that.
Yeah, right. So about how deep is it then?
What? I'm still not sure how this would tell you how deep it is.
I mean, well, because if it sinks past vision, that's different than if I see it hit the bottom.
Well, I mean, the water's. I mean, it's dark, so you can't see the bottom.
And you can't hear it.
This
Can't hear it at all.
Slips into the water.
All right.
Because it's cave water, so you're probably not going to be able to see. It's going to be more a reflection of the top of the cave more than anything else.
And any lights we...
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Since it's so still, it has like a mirror reflection.
Yeah, I don't have anything else that could really light up the thing. Actually, could I use a... If I use a flame sphere underwater, does it go out?
No.
Really?
I'm going to use flame sphere and just have it travel downward.
I mean, might as well. It doesn't do... Yeah.
It does just shit.
Yeah.
So, let me cast that quick.
All right.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
That's a scary sound.
That's a bad sound.
Oh, no.
Shit.
You just did a thing, didn't you? Oh,
Okay,
shit.
so Vera, the bolt wouldn't have bothered
Oh,
what was
no.
down there. Because I thought for sure, like, the crossbow, and then I looked at it like, no, the crossbow bolt wouldn't bother. What's down there?
It's piercing.
But the flaming sphere, oh, that's going to piss it off.
Wow.
I guess it's
Okay.
Fantastic.
So here's what happens. Vera, you conjure up a flaming sphere and you direct it into the water with the force of your will. And it sort of fizzes and bubbles and shoots up kind of a jet of steam as it burns its way into the water. And then the water just lifts up, just rises up out of the pool.
Oh, shit.
And we don't have Archie.
Oh, shit!
And an enormous, a gargantuan-sized slime rises up from the pool here.
Thanks, I
A
hate
carnivorous blob, and it attacks.
Oh, buddy.
Rip.
You know, At least it looks like Jello.
Should it roll a reflex save?
Oh,
Sure.
it's cute.
All right, Chisel won initiative.
What?
Everyone else rolled like shit.
Go get him, buddy.
Go get him, Chisel.
Beardy.
Get in there.
What
this.
size
You got
category is this guy? Ginormous?
There.
Is
Gargantuan.
ginormous a size? What?
I love that. I believe it's gargantuan. No, sorry, this is colossal. My apologies. It's even bigger. This is colossal size. This is the largest size category there is.
Can we call it ginormous?
Oh man. Okay. Shit.
Yes, we can call it ginormous.
Yay.
You're telling me, buddy.
Can I have Chisel run forward and pull, and like use his teeth and pull Petra back? Because I don't want Petra to
No.
die.
No.
That's not how this works, Petravian. That's not how any of this works.
Yeah, apparently not.
Man, you
Oh.
again. You would again, too. Just like, it just brings me back to those ogres way back when it was like, oh, the only thing keeping Lovette from being smashed into a pulp is that Marcus, oh, he left.
Yeah, seriously,
There it
that
is.
has no defense, you're fine.
Oh, also, by the way, I'm adjusting Vera's flying height to 5 feet since the passage you're in is not tall enough.
How far can an elk jump? Would he be able to make this jump here?
Oh my god.
Well, that's going to be determined by an acrobatics check.
Oh my
I'm just
God.
imagining, like, hitting the side, trying to scramble while screaming as he sinks into the water.
Whereas the image in my head was Chisel sort of performing on the parallel bars and then, nailing the dismount and getting the Olympic gold,
Actually, he could make that. He has a +9 to acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
He could make it without getting,
Oh, yeah, then there's nothing to worry about. Go
without
for it.
provoking.
Yeah, do it.
Do it, fucking do it.
Fucking do it. Bet.
Bet, right now.
No! Okay. Okay, hold on. I need a second because this is kind of...
Now I have a new image in my head of him trying to jump, and then this pseudopod just
You just spit all over me.
just like the ooze. I'm trying to method act.
You're
acting.
really trying to get me in the scene. Fucking A.
really, this has become theater of the mind and mouth.
And body.
Okay, seeing as it's unadvisable because he'll probably get an attack of opportunity, Chisel's just going to sit there and stamp his feet because he can't do much.
Right
Chisel
away.
burns his turn.
Yep.
Alright. Carnivorous blob.
Yummy, yummy.
I mean, it looks like fruit salad or like a jello mold.
I guess.
That's
Yeah, that's it.
really
That's
fucked
not
up.
where my brain went, but I guess.
Alright, so Carnivorous probably is going to go after the smaller, more easily digestible target.
Oh, shit.
Cool. Thank you, Vera.
This was because you shot into there. It's not my fault.
Of course. Nah, you're.
All right.
I'm responsible for your actions. You're not responsible for your actions.
Either way,
Okay, so this carnivorous blob reaches up a pseudopod the size of an ocean wave, and it crashes up onto this ledge, and it just washes over Lovette. So, Lovette, you are going to immediately take 42 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fuck.
You're also going to take...
No.
Let's see, I need to roll this one. 3 points of con drain.
Okay, I was worried it was me strength. I thought, oh dude, this thing has strength drain, I bet, and she will straight up die in one hit.
So, yeah, 3 points of con drain, because apparently whatever the stuff is made of is just leeching your life away.
Okay,
And then it also gets a grab on that as well, so it gets to attempt to constrict.
cool.
So 43, I believe that hits you.
Yeah, that definitely does.
Yeah, your CMD is 20. Yeah, okay, so you are grappled. So it pulls you into a grapple. So, like I said, it washes up like a wave out of this pool, surrounds Lovette, and just pulls her back off the ledge and into the pool. Archie.
Yeah, well, he's going to delay his turn till after Lovette.
Alright. In that case, I'll delay Archie down to 6 even. Boom. Alright, that takes us to Riz.
Alright, this one's a bit of a complicated one. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Ball Lightning, but I'm going to put 3 Vase in there so I can get 5 balls of lightning.
Okay.
And I'm going to add another point in for ice, and then another point in to up the DC save.
Okay.
So that's 5 in total.
5 runes total?
Yeah.
To make it ice damage, to have 1 higher DC, and to have a total of 5 balls.
Yes.
Okay.
And they're all directed on it.
Sounds good. Let me go ahead and toss that out as a couple of things here.
So, Riz, just seeing this giant blob, they'll just make their quick Eden symbol while still throwing forward the Narissa symbol, twist it all together, and make this icy ball that they kind of make this rotation hand movement between the two, and then blast it towards that creature, and angling it in areas that do not look like the area that Lovette was taken into.
Okay.
Hooray.
So I'm throwing out 5 balls. And where do you just want them to be kind of scattered around the pool within the creature, but trying not to touch Lovette?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. And what is the DC going to be?
That is would
22
be
then?
22, yes.
Okay. One moment.
Fingers crossed, guys.
Indeed.
Now, I believe it gets a separate save for each ball. So, I think. Pretty sure.
That's your decision.
I think each ball is treated as its own. Yeah, since they're treated as individual units. So, hold on.
Yep.
That's a 1 fail, 2 fail, 3 fail, 4 fail, and 1 pass.
Aww.
Alright, so each one does 3d6 cold damage. So that's going to be 3, 6, 9, 12. 12d6 of cold damage, please.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
42. That's a
Alright.
nice number.
That is the answer to everything.
That
Okay.
was, equal
So-
amount of 6s to 1. So.
Okay, so you throw out 42 points of damage to this carnivorous blob,
Yeah.
this ice damage, and it does not seem happy about that at all, but such is life.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna step back next to Kurla.
Okay, and that's going to take us to Kurla.
Well, Kurla is going to start swaying in place, and their fingers are going to be at their temples. And their eyes are going to first turn black and then roll up back into their head as their voice drops down as they cast Find Fault and hope to get some interesting information from on high.
Awesome. Okay, so that is your caster level, so that is an equivalent of 34 Knowledge Arcana. Okay. You would know that, based on that information, that this is a ooze, therefore it has ooze traits, so it is immune to critical hits and diseases and pretty much all other mundane problems, status ailments, things like that. But you also know that it is immune to acid damage, has a heavy resistance to fire, heavy resistance to electricity, and is vulnerable to cold damage.
Oh, shit! I'm really happy about my guesstimation from the mirror
Wait,
slime.
what were the weaknesses?
Lightning and fire.
Is it immune to fire?
No. It has resistance 30 to fire and electricity.
Oh, fuck.
It's immune to acid, and it's vulnerable to cold.
Fuck.
Using all my points, but it's worth it.
Well, Kurla will relate this. They will shout it to their teammates above the din of the battle and in the echo of the cave, and they will do so, as usual, in their best David Attenborough voice, which I'm not going to attempt. And that is Kurla's turn.
All right, Lovette.
What am I able to do in my current predicament?
Well, in your current situation, you can attempt to escape artist, or you can attempt to grapple, to break grapple. And that's about the only options you have. So, I mean, you could also attempt to break grapple to attack, or to make it a more of a neutral grapple. Like, because right now it's got you grappled. If you win a grapple check against it, then it becomes like a neutral struggle.
I can't attempt anything while provoking or with a penalty or anything like that. I just have to break in order to do stuff.
Well, what do you want to do exactly? Because
I
you
wanna-
can try to attack with a light weapon.
I want to
But you
use
have to
my
win a
Maker's
grapple
Call
check first.
thing. No,
And how is? All right, let me
But-
check that real quick.
that is a standard action. It functions as Dimension Door.
It's a supernatural ability. Yeah, I think you'd be able to use that while grappled.
Okay, then I would like to do that.
Okay.
Try to flip that switch while I'm submerged in this thing, and summon Archie back here. And I'd like him to fill this this space back here behind it, the 3x3 space. So it's standing on the opposite side of the pool from the rest of the
It
party.
does have to summon the Eidolon to your side.
Oh.
So I believe it has to be next to you, and it's be adjacent to the summoner.
Oh, okay. Would that?
Yeah.
Will he be considered grappled immediately as well?
No.
Okay, then I'll take it.
Okay.
Ciao.
I flip my switch, and the little ball comes crawling through the hall, past everybody, rolls out into this pool, and then emerges into Archie.
I am uncomfortable with this situation.
Me too.
All right. So Archie is now swimming and squeezing with the carnivorous blob.
Okay. Is it
All
deep
right.
enough that he has to swim?
It's pretty deep water. Yeah.
Is it deeper than like 12 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that'll be my turn. Unless
Okay.
I'm also able to attempt to escape.
You can also attempt to escape. Yeah.
Would escape artist be against its CMD?
Correct.
Then my CMD is better still.
Yeah. You have, I think, pretty much no chance to win, but
That's
try it
so
anyway.
sad. At 20? I
That
can
was
dream.
10.
I can dream.
Yeah. All right. And that's going to take us to Archie. Archie, you are swimming
Okay.
in a pool next to a carnivorous blob. So, what would you like to do?
So I don't know how that works either. What does he need to do to get out of the pool?
Well, I would say either make a swim check or a climb check, or both, to get away from the blob and then climb out of the thing.
I mean, the same bonus, but I guess I'll go for the climb.
Alrighty. So Archie will try to scramble up onto the shore to the south.
Yeah.
It's 22 and succeeds.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. That's going to provoke from the blob, and it's going to miss.
Cool.
Nice.
And then he'll
Archie has a
single
standard action left.
Yeah, I'll make a single attack. Make it a power attack. That is a 28 to hit.
Okay. Alright, that is bludgeoning, silver, and electricity. So let's see, the electricity is soaked completely, so the bludgeoning and silver will get through, and that will do a total of 27 damage.
Cool. And that'll be his
Cool.
turn.
Alright. Vera.
Alright, first of all, can it hit me? Can a colossal hit me from this distance?
Yes.
Alright. Vera flies 5 feet backwards.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, with their flame sphere, where it basically materializes from their arms. This time, the fire erupts from their mouth and also eyes.
Mm-hmm.
As they let out this scream, and the entirety of this room becomes engulfed in flame. That's not where Archie or Lovette are. So, there's gonna be 6 spaces.
The corners.
Yeah, you would provoke by moving 10 feet there. So, the problem is, it does have grab. So,
Yeah.
if it hits you and grapples you, that's still going to fuck you up.
Let's see.
So, at least it has to make an attack, though. So, alright. It goes to attempt to a attack opportunity, and it fails.
Alright, so what I said before, and I'm gonna let forth a firestorm within this cavern.
Okay. Cool. Go ahead and cast Firestorm.
Oh boy.
Lava buoy.
Oh, I guess I have to put in the thing myself. Okay.
Okay.
We're a level 15,
26
right?
points of fire damage per caster level, and you guys are 14?
Or 14? Okay.
Yes, we're
You're
level
15?
14.
No,
We're 14.
14.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so it'd be 14d6,
Nice.
and then it has a DC 21 reflex. So it's going to make the reflex here pass. So it's going to take half damage. So go ahead and roll 14d6, and it'll take half.
It didn't. You just hit a number. You didn't.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
51, so it doesn't
Nice.
do anything.
Cool.
If I-
It'll take 25 damage, and that soaks from the acid or the fire resistance 30.
Alright. Well, that's all I could do.
Alrighty. Petra.
So, Petra's going to take a 5-foot step to the west and phase into the wall.
Okay.
And then Petra's going to channel positive energy. He's going to
Okay.
concentrate and try to give some health back to Lovette.
Gotcha. All right, so that uses 2 charges of land hands.
Mhm.
So go ahead and roll and see how much you heal.
1 and 2.
All right. All right, so you heal everyone around you for 21 damage, and that is going to heal. The only person who's really hurt is going to be Lovette.
Oh, and Vera.
Oh, Vera's hurt too.
And Chisel.
21.
And chisel.
To Lovette.
Also, quick refresher. What did the slime do to Lovette? It did a shitload of damage, and that was what, bludgeoning? Was that bludgeoning damage?
It was bludgeoning damage, acid damage, and... Hold on, it might not have been acid. No, it was just bludgeoning and conjuring.
And what's the conjuring from? Is that poison, or...?
It's a magical effect.
Okay.
Chisel is going to see Petra phase into the wall and hold action in case this thing comes to attack.
Okay, hold till what?
Till in case the carnivorous blob, if it comes into the hallway, into range of Chisel.
That'd be an awful move for it to make, but okay. All right, in that case, carnivorous blob is up, and it is going to make an attack at Archie. Okay, that is going to hit. Archie is going to take 52 points of damage. That is also going to do 4 points of con drain, which is going to be this. And all right, it's also going to attempt to grapple. All right, it gets a 41.
What the fuck?
And that is enough. CMD on Archie was 37, so it's just enough to break that as well. So Archie is now grappled as well.
Okay.
All right, takes us to Riz. All right, so first thing is I need you to roll 3d6 again, and then I'm going to make 5
3d6?
reflex saves. What?
You have to make the saves first before I make the damage.
Oh, okay.
Like, the effects of it just stay the same once it's cast.
Well, the damage is rerolled every round, though.
Well, yeah, but you have to do the saves first,
It
right?
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
really.
there's nothing
because
to save against.
Because
real quick,
otherwise
so hold on.
they won't hurt him.
What's the DC on it?
The DC is 22.
22. Okay.
Yeah.
Incoming. Fail, 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 fail.
All of them?
All failed.
Yes!
All of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus
Nice.
Christ. 15d6 that he's vulnerable to.
Kick some ass.
Jesus. Yes. Yep.
You've got this, Riz.
Okay.
Roll, baby.
Oh,
Oh, 39? What the fuck, Keni?
a lot of 1s and 2s in there.
Yeah. Oh well. 39.
All right.
It's almost 80, so that's good.
Alright, my turn now. Let's see.
Okay. So what's Riz doing?
Let's see.
And I'm okay. I don't not have to do anything on his turn?
And a what?
Or nothing happens to me on his turn?
No, he spent his turn, rather than constricting you, he went after Archie.
I see.
He only gets one standard action, so this is an action economy fight.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If I cast Disintegrate, will that affect Lovette and Archie?
I'll take that as a yes.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
No?
It only affects a single target. As long as you're casting it on the blob, it does not affect Archie or Lovette.
Just don't miss.
Just don't miss.
They can miss?
Yeah, it's a range touch.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Could they
And a
hit?
critical miss could hit an ally. Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, if they miss, do they hit them?
Yeah, but we can't bring them back if they're disintegrated.
Oh, yeah,
Not
yeah.
True.
You just don't get a crit
Really?
fail.
You can use True Resurrection, definitely. Right? That's a thing?
It's really expensive, but yeah, you can.
Oh, okay.
There are always ways.
Nobody's gonna shell that out for Lovette.
I'm trying to find the DC save. There it is, 20. You know what? Fuck it.
What,
Go for it.
What's up?
What attribute do you cast from? What is it based on? Your casting?
I don't understand what that question meant. I'm sorry.
Like, my casting is based on charisma.
Intelligence for Riz.
Intelligence.
Okay,
Yeah.
my only thought
Yeah.
was if you delayed until after me, I might have a buff that could up the effectiveness or or at least negate the risk or lower the risk of
Sure.
disintegrating the wrong people. But I don't think I have one that affects int. I know I've got one that
Oh.
does charisma, strength.
Nah, I'm an int caster.
Yeah,
mean,
I don't think I
I
have
got
one
a
for
24
intelligence.
int though.
A bonus to their chance to hit isn't really going to decrease the chance of hitting friendlies because a critical fail is still going to be the same dice roll.
Yeah, and I'll clue you in on something. This guy's AC is the worst. And I mean that. His AC is the worst.
Do you mean his AC or his DC?
His AC, his armor class, is the worst. So your range touch attack to hit him, pretty much you have to roll a 1 to miss.
Okay. I'm fine with rolling disintegrate. Alright.
Go for it.
No, I will remind you, you are in range. You are in a threatened square.
Mm-hmm.
So
Can I step back 5 feet?
You can step back 5 feet, yes.
Will I still get hit?
You'd be squeezing with Kurla then,
Uh-huh.
but you'd still be in range.
Does that make it a -4 to hit?
Wait, you're in a
Yes.
threatened square?
If you squeeze with Kurla, yes.
Still be in range then.
So you'd be... It would get an attack of opportunity if you tried to cast a spell right now. You could try to defensively cast it. That's a concentration check.
I don't think that's gonna work as well for me.
Okay.
I
mean, you have fate points, right?
I do.
You can reach...
I mean, don't you have... Hold on. Let me make sure I'm not crazy about this. Like, you could do Perfect Insight for 8 fate points and just roll a 20 on your concentration.
You know what? Sure. Let's do that.
Like, you do have that class ability.
I've never used it. -8. That's like...
3.
Yes, you have 3 fate left. Yep. So, you get a nat 20 on your concentration and pass it. So, go ahead and make your ranged attack with Disintegrate.
Achoo!
And
19 to hit?
hey, guess what his AC is?
19?
No.
Oh, what? 15?
2.
It's 2?
Yeah.
I told you, it's the worst.
Jiminy
it's the worst
Christmas!
It's the worst AC. He has an AC of 2. Don't worry, you're gonna hit him.
So, 106 damage.
He has a DC through 23 Fortitude save.
Okay, you're right.
So my next question is, were you putting any runes on this spell?
Yeah, might as well.
Alright.
I'll put...
What runes would you like to add?
So, I'll put in 3 etho runes to get that DC up to 25.
Okay. 26.
Wait, 26. Yes, 26.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I have
So, alright. So DC 26 Fortitude, and he gets a 25. Alright. It succeeds, and you deal 106 damage to the carnivorous blob.
Dead.
It's dead! Yeah!
Alright, so a beam of green energy traces from your finger, streaks across the room, strikes this thing, and just turns it to ash. Just, it blows away in an invisible breeze. Lovette and Archie both kind of drop back into the water and are now floating in the pool.
I would like to say right before they cast that, they touch their chest with this, like, purple imbuing symbol on them. Then they casted that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yay.
Which god did you call out to for that?
So I called out to Galucia for this one.
Nice. Alright. Well, it worked quite well, and it disintegrates the carnivorous blob, leaving nothing behind but these 5 balls of cold energy that are floating around in the water with Archie and Lovette.
Okay.
That will end combat and unlock tokens.
Well, that was fun. Did you have a good swim?
I can't swim well.
Alright.
Oh shit, they only have one leg.
Let us keep going.
Petra's gonna lean out from the rocks and go, huh. Well, that just ruins my plan, but good job, Riz.
Yes, I know.
Wait, what was your plan?
I was gonna cast something to make it, to hold it still, and you can bludgeon it to death.
It wasn't really moving much to begin with.
True. but
True.
I'm just saying.
How are you doing, Lovette?
I've been better, thank you. So,
Of course. So, what direction do we go anyways?
So it looks like a lot of you have gone around the northern side of that pool. You now have the option of going east, down a passage to a watery room, or further south to where it looks like it opens up into a much larger cavern.
Fuck water.
I think we should go down this way, because there's some things in the corner here.
Also, brother, I thought you checked if there was anything in this room.
I did!
That's what you get for wearing heavy armor in a cave.
Alright.
I mean, not my fault.
Gonna get caught on some kind of rocks.
Alright, so a lot of you travel to the southwest, and the passage ends in a much larger room. This one is about 65 feet by 55 feet, and along the edges are crates and boxes and barrels of supplies and objects that look to be arcane in nature. It looks like they were experimentation supplies of various kinds, beakers, flasks, strange instruments and objects that you aren't really familiar with, but most of them at this point look to be kind of smashed up or worn out in a lot of ways. Like, all of it's been heavily used to the point where it doesn't look like it's worth anything anymore necessarily. But it is definitely indicative of some sort of arcane experiments that have been taking place down here.
Could I do some perception to see if I find anything usable?
Yes. I was just about to ask that for the party. So, perceptions, please.
Come on. Of course. Nat 1!
I'm so sorry.
Nat 1!
Nat 1's and still better than Petravians.
Oh,
Hey.
hell yeah, Kurla.
Got Nat 20 from Kurla, though.
All right.
Yeah, 20 for
So
the
call 'em out.
9.
So, Petravian, 18.
9 from Lovette. Oh, wait. Archie got 28. There it is. Sorry.
27 for Riz.
All right. So, searching the area, Riz and Kurla and Archie are able to find something of interest, and that is within one of the boxes appears to be a little purple-colored stone.
Yes. Does it have the same energy as that force shield thingy?
You think it does, yeah.
Alright, we found it, fuckers.
You know, part of me didn't actually think it was going to be downhill.
Shouldn't that be on the wizard?
Yeah, I thought that we were just on another fool's errand, really.
Do you not trust my insight? Have I led you wrong yet?
I mean, you do say that you're from, like, another world, and that's kind of weird.
That's because I am from another world.
I'm
Well,
not
I'm not
questioning
exactly
that.
from a place.
I
how to
know
say.
that's what you say, but we've met people who have also said that, and
Well, they sound like a fucking idiot.
Vera kind of like does this like teetering shrug.
But again, I reinstate my question. Have I led you wrong?
what?
No, you haven't. The answer is no, you have not.
They
I
haven't
guess
really
not.
led us yet.
Wow.
This is your
looks
first
like
time
I'm
kind of
10
doing
for
the
10.
leading.
Or whatever it
One
goes.
for one, but yes.
Beardy, what is there anything significant about this this brown blob over here in the corner?
I think it's just a boulder blocking our way.
It's
It's a
fair
boulder
enough.
blocking your way.
Boulder blocking
Yeah.
away. I like that. Good answer.
It's ooze poop.
Ooze
Ew.
poop. It's
got
oh
it.
great. It's
Kyle,
a
that's
shitter.
disgusting.
So, Kurla is going to be casting a critical eye over Lovette and Archie, just to see what kind of shape they're in. Right, you two don't look all that great. Do you want me to take care of anything, or you good to go?
I seem to have been damaged fairly badly.
I noticed that.
Something is wrong.
Lovette, are you going to take care of that, or?
Yes.
I'm happy to if you need a little bit of hair healing as well. I can try and take care of both of you, but I don't think we should continue on until at least Archie's seen to.
I agree.
Are any of the boxes on fire?
No?
We can change that.
I was wondering from the firestorm.
Oh, I wasn't sure how far that went.
Well, it's like 280 feet.
So it was just spread throughout the cavern, not around us at least.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I said that in such a Wisconsin way. Cavern.
Cavern.
Not cavern.
We're heading down to the cavern. Going to go.
Not even Wisconsin, just like a Uber.
Yeah, that was really Uber.
So, I think you found the doodad that may get us through that shield. Do you-
Wow, really?
Well, yeah, but I'm saying I don't. Is anything here? I don't think.
I'm searching for body remains of
Yeah.
that wizard. I'm sure the slimes would have absorbed him and stuff, but I just want to check just in case if there's any sort of insinuation that he died down here, perhaps?
Yep, and you noticed nothing of the sort from your perception check.
Well, that's concerning. I'm sure he's dead. Oh, well.
Well, we got what we came for, so is there any reason for us to even explore anymore?
I hate this place.
Yeah, I don't want to run into another one of those things, so
Good God, no.
let's get the hells out of here.
Agreed.
All right.
Find the spell, Grem.
I did, but it's not gonna. It's gonna do a very inconsequential amount of healing, honestly, because I only have like a first level healing for him.
Do you want me to take care of it, or is he good
I
to go?
wouldn't. I mean,
Lay on hands.
it's not
Just
really a
someone do
big deal because
something.
we each have 70, and we can each drain from each other if we run out. So I'm not too worried about it.
All right. So your group makes their way back out of the crevice underneath Pendergast's tower, and you find yourselves back in front of the wooden house.
Well, that was fun.
Was that fun?
No, but it was like sarcasm. You'd use that a lot.
Just when you say it, it's like it doesn't sound like Sarcasm,
Oh,
just
sorry.
like normal.
Well, that was fun.
See, that's better.
There you go.
Intelligible.
That's see that. Wait a minute. That sounds a lot like how Lovette tells me things are fun.
I have some bad news for you.
Oh.
Don't worry about it too much.
So real quick, Rejuvenate Idle on Lesser, you were rolling 5d10, and I'm not sure why.
Oh, you're right. I was misreading it. All right, so I was
Yeah,
at 70
so
on
let's
him.
Subtract the 32.
It was
subtract
1d10 plus
27.
5, isn't it? I just saw
Yeah.
1d10, and then I saw maximum plus 5, and I was just speed reading it because we ran right over it before I had a chance to actually figure it out.
So let's not do that.
So yeah, I do need some healing.
Yeah, wait a second, Petravian, before we go to the next map.
Yeah, please.
Oh yeah. Come on over here, you.
So do a
Can't-
d10 or 2d10 plus 10. So that would be the total healing from everything there. Okay, so yep, go ahead and drop 17. Okay, so Archie's at 87 HP out of 122.
But he's also he can draw from Lovette's 70 if he runs out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a huge deal.
Okay.
Okay.
He wasn't looking too good, so I just wanted to make sure.
He also can't fit in the door. So.
Yeah.
All right.
I will
gonna-
wait for you here then. Good luck.
Hang in there, buddy.
So we're going to make our way up the staircase to
Yep.
this force field. And are we all going to be holding onto this thing as we pass through, or?
I just thought it would unlock it once we got there, not gonna lie.
I don't know.
Yeah, that
We're
was
gonna
annoying.
find out. Otherwise, we can all hold hands together.
All right. So everyone makes their way to the 4th level of the tower. And now that you have that little purple stone, when you approach the force field, it opens.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that. We did it. Good job, team.
You can walk through it, and as you pass through it, you can see a new area. This appears to be a laboratory. The top level of the tower appears to be focused on arcane studies. A simple telescope sits near the window, its gaze fixated on the town of Holbrook below.
No.
The desk here is covered with papers, filled with jotted down notes and observations.
Yeah,
There
that's-
appears to be an arcane ward preventing unauthorized guests from visiting.
All right, I'm gonna read those papers.
Okay.
Yeah, I will look at them as well with the
Day
glasses.
1. After releasing a subject, I watched it move from its container and make its way to town. However, it seemed to notice the presence of a nearby person. Laldra, I believe, gathering water for her sick child Annabelle, no doubt. The subject made contact with her, and the two struggled only for a moment before what arose, dusted itself off, and returned to the village with the water bucket in hand. Day 6.
Loldra?
Laldra, yeah.
Okay.
Day 6. It is done, and without any complications at all. The last of the townsfolk were amalgamated, and like that, the village has returned to normal. No further sign of the plague or sickness of any kind. They do their work, talk with each other, take their meals, and life goes on. I'd rejoice, but, well, I know not how to process what I've done here. I suppose that this is for the gods to decide, and soon it seems. The infection has reached its final phase, and I don't have the courage to do to myself what I've done to the others.
So there was like a literal plague going through the village and he just replaced everyone?
You replicanted everybody.
Gotta love that game. Can't wait to play it.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
God.
Gestalt's replicants? Like, Beardy, are you trying to make, like, a romantic novel for me? Because it's...
This sounds pretty familiar, right, Lovette?
Oh.
Honestly, though.
Whatever that... You said there was an arcane thing on
Yeah,
here?
you traveled, you passed through it already.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if there was something that was keeping it going when we weren't using it, so I was going to destroy that object if there was one.
Nah, you're fine.
Okay, cool. So the telescope just directly at the village?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey,
The
Kurla.
minute you said that, I became increasingly uncomfortable.
Hey, Kurla. I'm assuming there's an infected corpse behind here. Can you put like bubbles around our heads?
I mean, I can. Or I could just heal you if you do get sick.
You have a removed disease.
I'm
Fair
pretty sure
enough.
I do. Give me a moment. Hold on. Don't open that until I've double checked. Yeah, remove sickness.
Isn't
no.
that like the lesser form of disease?
Sorry, give me one moment.
Do paladins get sick?
Paladins
Sick.
can't get sick.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, really?
They're immune.
Yeah, they're
to
immune to
disease.
disease.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Throw
whoa.
Petra in there. Fuck him.
Well, I mean, I can't get sick. Well, let me open this drawer.
This drawer.
Drawer.
He's a
All
really
right.
small man.
No, I'm not.
Petra, you reach.
No, I'm not opening the door yet. I'm not that.
Can we
fucking
assume
stupid.
that Riz transcribed the papers as they did before?
I think they read
Yeah,
it
yeah.
out
Everyone
loud
to-
this
to
time.
Riz read them out loud.
Okay,
Because we weren't around a person anymore.
gotcha.
The only reason I transcribed it is because there was a person there.
Gotcha.
Because, they'd understand me.
Well, I don't know if you all can get sick, so you might want to back away from the door.
Okay, bye.
Vera, while you're doing that, is going to look at this telescope, nod their head, picks it up, folds it, and puts it on their back.
Oh my god.
Nice.
You're such a fucking looter monger.
Gracious.
Is it a nice telescope? Telescopes are expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead and add a telescope to your inventory.
Kurla, why don't you give it another 5 feet there? Just I don't want you catching anything in here. So Petravian's at the door, making sure everybody's okay, and he will open the door to see what's inside. It is locked. You son of a bitch!
I was going to tell you that a while ago and you interrupted me, so it's fine.
Serves you right.
Is it locked with a key or with magic?
Magic.
Okay.
Same as the others.
Kurla is going to lay their hand on the door and turn and just fix Petra with this raised eyebrow look
Petra's not gonna look. He's just...
as they
knows.
cast Dispel Magic.
Thank you.
Assuming I can find Dispel Magic. There it is. Sorry. As they cast Dispel Magic.
All right. Caster level check, please.
Level check.
He said the title.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
All right. You cast Dispel Magic, and it does not work.
You got any
sort
more
of
of those?
slightly cocky look becomes moderately less cocky as they... Can I... is it bad form to try it again, Beardy, or can I...
If you have the spell again, you can try it again.
I do. I will try it one more time. That was a 21 on that second cast level check.
21 will fail as well.
Well, I could disintegrate the door.
It's true. You could disintegrate the door.
So this has a arcane blocking it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's,
Yep.
it's magically locked.
I've got
Yep.
one more I can try, but that's the end of my third level spells for the day.
So if we do that, then there's not a key to let the guy downstairs out, then that choice is made for us.
You can always come back and let him out.
Well,
Yeah.
We can always hang out for 8 hours and rest in this disgusting,
just-
horrible tower.
Can we try calling? He's dead. That fucker's dead.
So here's the thing: do we detect that he was magical? I can't remember. He was, wasn't he?
The person downstairs?
Yeah,
Yes.
but the people in
They
the
had-
town were not.
I think they.
So
had
if they were all
full
replaced, shouldn't they
transformation,
show
maybe?
up the same way?
Well, it may just be that they're fully transformed. This is a guess here. That person's not fully transformed. They were here for a week or so far?
Don't know.
Maybe. Well, so here's because my thinking is that if they are all already slimes, then letting him go and not telling him is not a big deal. At that point, it wouldn't really matter. It would be the same as letting him go if they were not slimes.
I don't
Well,
know.
the moral question is whether or not we should do something about these people. Because, first of all, we don't know if
Right.
those people are able to transmute other people.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what these oozes actually do.
And I couldn't find any books about
Sure.
replicate
They have the potential
oozes.
of being dangerous, but
That
Lovette
could
will
be an
certainly
answer behind
stand
the door,
against
though.
the principle of attacking them simply because they exist.
There might be more clues past this door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's try that first.
Yes.
So, Kurla, go for it.
Alright, well, Kurla is gonna swear under their breath and
You got this.
give this one more shot as they cast their final Dispel Magic.
Hey.
28 on the cast level check.
All right. The door is dispelled.
Kurla's gonna lean towards Petra and just in his ear say, right, let's just pretend I got that on the first one, alright? Let's just pretend I got that on the first try, alright?
That's what I saw.
Right, it's what everyone saw.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure.
He gives
And-
a sly smile,
Kurla will throw open the door.
and Petra will walk in.
Before you, you see a simple but cozy bedroom, along with a chest in the northern part of the room. There is a number of potion bottles strewn along the floor by the bed, and laying in it is a wizened old man.
Oh. Is he alive?
He looks up from his covers and he blinks with a lot of effort.
Well, about to get our answers.
But I wasn't expecting to find you alive.
Not for much longer. Worry not.
Oh, shit.
God.
I walk in with a telescope on my back.
The gods will take me soon enough.
Tell us what you've done.
Yes, then if you have the time, you need to tell us what happened.
And tell us if Peter down there is, real or not.
Subject. No, not real.
Cool, thanks.
Dangerous. Dangerous at that.
Is the entire
But-
town dangerous?
But in a way, he saved everyone.
Beardy, would a stabilize help at all?
No.
He's not bleeding.
I-
Right?
No, he's not bleeding out.
Yeah.
He's just in the final stages of a very nasty disease.
Could my mercy cure his disease? I have mercy.
Possibly.
I'm going to lay on hands.
He shoots you an angry look and tells you not to touch him.
Kurla was about to try and prevent Petra from touching him just yet, so never mind.
But why? I could heal you.
Because you see what I've done.
Then it is done.
Yes,
No one down there is who they will.
but yet they are at the same time.
But are they?
Are they dangerous?
He shakes his head no. Why would they be? They're no more dangerous than they were a month ago.
I know, we got attacked by one of them. Well, not the townspeople, one of your slimes.
There's a crazy man, and he had a box that had a mirror slime or whatever.
But you destroyed it,
We
Yes.
did.
After it tried to turn into me.
and it's done. He must have outsmarted it. He was the last in the village.
Well,
Do you understand what I've done?
yes.
I do not condone it, but I understand.
This disease, how far could it spread if the one that got away? How long will he live? Will he live long enough to spread it somewhere else?
I do not know.
And how do your abominations affect the soul, may I ask?
He shakes his head. I do not know. That is for the gods to decide.
Of which you're not one. And yet you dare to play with those forces.
The town below us is happy.
And all
Don't
of the
take-
residents are dead. Are they not?
No?
Just because it looks like them doesn't necessarily mean it is them.
It's just a lie.
What did you do to the poor soul chained downstairs?
That was the first test. To see if it would work at all.
Does he know what he is?
No, not Peter, Lovette. The one that we found all
Skeleton?
chained up against the wall, not the one in the cage.
The one in the cage is definitely bad. That's what they said.
Did you kill the one on the wall?
Well, that was taken from a cemetery.
And what of all these vats that we find in your tower?
Early tests. Before the subject was found.
Are you contagious?
Possibly.
That's what I thought. Okay. Still staying out here. Having great time in other room.
What is the subject? The dangerous one in the cage? What is he?
A type of slime I've never seen before. Smart. Has the ability to change and mimic. But I trapped him in that cage. And I was taking samples from him. Made them docile. More targeted. Able to absorb memories better. And then forget what they were. It was the only way I could see to fix everything.
You didn't fix anything.
He coughs. There's blood coming out of his mouth.
They're dead. Still. They not fix it.
They still live. They have their lives, their farms. They still sing and dance and are happy.
This is a joke.
They were corpses that you reanimated. What gives you the right?
All I ask is that you don't take their happiness from them.
No, you already did that.
The disease was killing them all.
They're not
Oh.
real.
They'd have died, and this place would have become a tomb.
It is
He
a
coughs more violently.
They did
You
die.
made it a tomb.
tomb. It's no longer a tomb, it's now a memorial. Congratulations.
At least I did something. He coughs and retches and dies.
Well, I don't
Okay.
know about all of you, but I want to fix this.
What, it's your What fixing?
You know, gather everyone in the town square and just...
No.
They're not real.
No,
They're
they are
doppelgangers.
their own people now. I do not condone what happened here. He did kill all those people, whether he thinks so or not. But these new people are still people. They don't deserve that.
He might be dangerous. He had no idea what he was doing. Not really. He was toying with forces well beyond him.
Well, I can't speak on that.
How does he know that he made the subject docile? How do you know that a week from now, or a month, or a year, all of those slimes down there won't suddenly remember what they are and go on a killing spree across this country?
So you're going to slaughter a village of people on a hunch that they might be dangerous?
I didn't
Yes.
say that. Did
When
you
the
hear me say that? No. What I said
gonna
was
search
they're
the room.
dangerous and we need to take that into account.
We don't know that they are dangerous. He was an expert on this, we were not.
Vera goes into the corner and just like plumps themselves onto the chair, like just trying to think about what's happening.
I'm guessing me and Petravian are just searching the room right now.
Petravian, make a perception check.
That is a 23.
Nice.
You hear something from under the bed. You hear,
No.
please.
I'm sorry, what?
That's what you hear. You hear, please.
Please.
Petravian
fuck?
bends down and looks under.
It's so cute! Tell me what that is.
You see a tiny, tiny slime under the bed. It looks at you
Hello there.
and says, please.
Are you?
That's cute.
Is that your name, little one?
It's like a Pokemon.
Come here. Petra holds his hand out.
I really don't think you should be touching that thing.
It moves towards you. Please.
Petravian puts his hand on the floor in front of him.
It slides onto the palm of your hand and fits comfortably there.
Does it do anything else?
No. It looks up, I mean, it's looking at Petravian.
Hi there.
Papa.
Hi there, little one.
Please.
Well,
I think that's all it can say, Petravian.
Petravian slides it onto his shoulder.
Oh boy, Chisel's getting replaced.
It sits on Petravian's shoulder.
It's really cute. God damn it.
The thing makes me uncomfortable.
But the many people down in the village who are replaced by slimes don't?
Well, that's why it makes me uncomfortable. It's just kind of disarmingly cute in this very morbid situation.
Actually, Beardy, can I do a check of some kind to see if I know what this kind of slime is? This creature?
Sure. Knowledge Arcana.
Yeah, thank you. I was right there. I'm a dumb bit. 36.
Nice.
This is a unique kind of slime. You think that this wizard probably created this himself.
Does it act... Can I sense motive to see if it means us any harm?
Yeah. You can sense motive.
You know what?
Yes.
Never mind. Chain lightning.
26.
Okay,
26
you roll a
really
26. It seems completely harmless
Okay.
and was likely created to be a companion.
Petravian, it's yours. It's not going to hurt you. It seems dumb as shit.
You'll get
I
along
felt it.
fine.
You talking about the slime, or?
Kurla.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
So, I've been hearing everyone's argument, and I can't, in good conscience, condone us going down there and obliterating everyone. However, I don't think we should just leave. We need to go and bring the evidence to these people and let them make the choice.
I agree with that.
Vera's still just like hands on temples, just kind of thinking.
I don't know if I agree.
I'm going to quietly search the room while everyone's talking.
We don't know what they would do. We don't know what good that would do for them. I mean, I'm for the truth, but
Since when? What? Since you lied to that abomination that you called your old friend Marcus? I'm sorry. What makes what you've done there any different than what this one was doing here?
I was thinking it, but I wasn't gonna say it.
Shh. I want to hear this.
Well, that's just gonna walk out of the room.
Oh!
As a player, I am sorry, but as a character,
Fuck it.
that's exactly what their reaction would have been.
Mm-hmm.
It's dead on.
I mean, this is a straight up dilemma.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Could
all for
we-
killing them.
That pillar in the center of town.
Yes.
Could we enchant it so that, I don't know, they don't want to leave.
But people go through here all the time from Sejun to Moskova. You can't just say that in logic I can just let that happen without knowing that they could possibly kill people on their way to and fro. This is a main trade route, yes?
Could we enchant it so people go around this place?
I have nothing that I could do for that. I don't know if anyone could.
On an unrelated note, is that a chest in the upper?
Yeah,
right
I'm gonna
corner?
be searching.
Yeah, it is.
Loot,
yeah.
loot.
Yeah, okay. You guys can search the room. That's fine.
I thought about it, but I didn't want to
26.
loot this. I was like, do we loot the old guy's house who
Yes!
literally just died here?
Absolutely. He was a shit.
Absolutely.
That's a 32 perception from Kurla.
Oh, thank God. I was lacking with my 26.
Okay. So you search the area, and what you find in that chest is a large amount of arcane materials and supplies, which would essentially be considered trade goods. Make an appraise check.
Who's got the best appraise? Because I'll hand that off if
Oh.
necessary.
I think I have a plus 19 or so. Oh, I'm sorry, plus 24.
Right, I'm going to hand everything I find in this chest off to Riz because I have no idea what they're worth.
Yeah, so just make a single appraise check for the entire lot of trade goods.
All right, Pachoo, 26. That was a
really
terrible
terrible
roll.
roll.
Wow.
I wanna die!
Ooh.
Wow. Okay, you think
Wait.
that the...
I want to
Yes.
re-roll with my powers.
Sure.
Nice.
So it's
You
just
have-
one. That's just 1 point.
Just one.
Yeah, out of my 3 left.
All right.
If
get
this
more.
is a 1, I'm sorry. 40!
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Okay. You believe it's worth 20,000 gold pieces.
Splits
Nice.
evenly. That's like, that's 5,000 each. Wait, I did it by 4. Whoops. I can't do by 5.
How much is it worth?
20,000.
20,000
Yeah. Gold.
by 5? Is that 4,000?
4,000 each.
That's 4,000?
Yeah.
Okay. 4,000.
So I'm going to add, I'm going to open up the party loot, and I'm going to add trade goods on here. Arcane goods, value of 20,000. No, our trade goods sell for full price.
Nice.
Oh, lovely.
Well, that's good.
Kurla's going to walk over to Vera. What are you thinking?
The same reason I didn't kill Mark II was because I don't know. They look like people. They may think like people. What if there's a soul in there? What if
I
it
mean-
just gave them a new body?
You were just having a drinking night with all of them just last night.
Who said that?
I'm just, no one. No one else.
God?
I look at the wizard. You're supposed to be dead.
Fuck you, dead wizard.
Sorry. Right. My slime's name is.
Oh, I guess you have to name it. Alright. If there was a way for us to tell if they had souls, I'd be okay with leaving them. But how do we do that?
I don't even think you can, what's the word? Revive them to have souls, since their bodies technically are not of those people. It would have been easier if you just would have, like, paid the cleric a bunch of money and just, like, removed all the disease, or, killed them and then brought them back to life.
Well, where are the other bodies?
They were eaten by the slimes.
So, their soul might be in there.
I don't know. When something is digested, does it exist anymore?
If it doesn't have the consciousness of the slime, maybe it has the consciousness and the soul of the individual. We need to know if these are... Wouldn't it then technically be a altered person? An actual person?
Personally, I don't believe that, but I know some who could answer this question much easier.
I've sworn to protect the weak. I can't just go through a town.
Then I will ask gods. But I would prefer to be in center of town where I can focus on that special area first.
Okay.
With their guidance, perhaps we may know.
I'm going to look around this tower for a little bit. I need to...
Walk it off.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'd believe us even if we try to tell them, but we should at least bring the evidence with us. And we're gonna have to figure out what to do with that creature downstairs.
Kill him. He said he was dangerous. That one should obviously be killed.
He didn't seem to know what he was.
Yes, but malicious people always pretend. Do you not think?
I could try to dispel the enchantment that he's...
I don't think it's an enchantment when he's an actual being.
And I think you'd have to let him out to do that.
Yeah, I'd rather just disintegrate the entire thing, personally.
Petravian will wait till everybody leaves and kneel down to Vera and say, I will follow whatever decision you...
But what are your thoughts, brother?
A soul is a tricky thing. What makes a soul? Did they earn it? Is it given? I think maybe your friend Marcus, and he'll stand up and head out.
Marcus is dead. And Vera's just going to be walking this off, and is going to be checking all the drawers and stuff in these top rooms.
Is that slime following Petravian around?
He's on his shoulder.
All right.
If
You're going to have to give it a name.
I think it's Plu.
I think it's blue.
If Lovette didn't gather up the papers from that top floor and also the floor that we're currently on, which has the slime in the cage, then Kurla will gather up those papers.
Honestly, I think Lovette probably would have gathered them.
Okay.
She probably is going through them while she's sitting in the front.
Fair enough.
All right, that is 27 perception. Just looking through the stuff, seeing if I can find anything valuable, helpful, money.
Don't forget the telescope.
Yeah,
Cool stuff.
Yeah, so looting the tower is the 20,000 gold, so.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I got a
Kurla is
telescope.
gonna turn to Riz.
And a telescope, yes.
Which of us needs to do this?
I can perfectly and easily kill it.
Kill it? What are you talking about?
Oh, there's a monster here. We have to kill it.
What? It's that horrible wizard, right?
Hmm.
Please, I have a family.
Riz just walks over and stares daggers at it. You really don't, you fucking liar.
He starts crying.
Riz just rolls their eyes. And they wait, as they're just prepping the spell on their hand. Just as if they're lighting a spark on a fucking Zippo.
He squats down, is holding his head in his hands, continues crying.
Riz will turn to everyone. Do you actually want to see this?
Oh, man.
Kurla makes no response but doesn't look away.
This is fucked.
Alright, I cast Disintegrate on him.
Roll it. Alright, he gets a fortitude save, and he fails. Takes 96 points of damage and is badly hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, motherfucker.
Riz just looks at him with a very unhappy look. Well, do you believe me now?
His body starts to distort and change shape, and he starts to slam himself against the inside of the force field.
Oh, that's not going to do you any good.
He's not being coherent anymore. He's like he doesn't even have like a fully formed face. It's just more like a slime slapping the inside of this cage, trying to get out.
This could be a good way of showing everyone what they are.
That's true. Well, we'll keep you alive and in pain, and we will show everyone. This will be fun. Now Riz is just staring at it, trying to figure out how to grab the cage without being electrocuted.
I have like a rope.
You have a okay.
I have a lot of fucking rope.
Yeah.
So I guess first of all, I throw a rope over it. Does it catch on fire?
No.
Okay.
All right.
So we're gonna kind of go long ways and tie it?
We're going to noose it so that we can just shift it and then just drag it.
Petravian, this will be an excellent job for you.
Yes. Petravian takes the rope and stares at the poor creature, and he just looks away and starts dragging it.
Alright, give me a strength check, please.
Got it. 17.
Okay. It's tough, but you can pull it off.
I should be easy, right?
It gets to the stairs, and you just kind of knock it down the stairs. It pings all the way down.
Riz just stands out of the way just in case it flings down.
I mean, to be fair, Petravian can drag and push 2,600 pounds.
Yeah, you might not want to push it, though.
No, I mean dragging it, so by the rope.
Also, could I check the chest in the front room?
Sure.
Chew, I do it.
Alright, you want to open it?
I do.
Okay. It contains table linens and some extra flatware.
Ooh, that'd be nice for
Is it silver?
Any of it sterling?
No.
Damn.
Oh.
That'd be nice
Fucking
for the what do you call
piece
it?
of shit.
This guy shops at Goodwill. Which isn't necessarily true, because I've seen really good silverware
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Goodwill.
No, I've seen silver at fucking Goodwill.
And we drag this thing out of here. Oof. And it's probably kicking and like slamming and screaming the entire time.
It's not screaming, it's sloshing around.
Yum.
Alcy, what the hell
To
is
the
that noise?
center.
Do you hear that? There's rumbling in there. Did Petra fall down the stairs again?
No, I pushed this thing down the stairs.
Oh! Oh, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing with that?
We're going to town.
Wait, what? Why?
So that they know.
So we'll laws isn't killing everyone in town, but just going to convince them to kill themselves. Okay.
We don't know what we're doing.
Hey, Petra, where are you going?
Dragging this thing to town.
Yeah, I
Like
noticed.
I was told.
I figured this conversation was, on the base of the tower, but I guess we're already there.
Yeah, he just kind of left after he answered, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, apparently. Like, at full
it's a-
speed.
We still got tiny slime with us.
Yeah.
It's on Petravian's shoulder.
Slimer.
Clue.
Just don't call him... Oh, now you ruined that thing for me even more.
What?
Slimer. God dang it.
Sorry.
God.
It's adorable.
How you doing over there, Kyle? How's your moral dilemma? How's your guts?
This is kind of like one of those situations I feel like could shift somebody's alignment.
I think this is a very morally gray, but very bad feeling.
I'm quite concerned
Y'all
about the
get-
one that got away, the diseased chap who got away, who flung the thing at us to begin with. I'm worried he's going to go and infect somewhere else, and that a plague is going to get loose. That's
He's
totally
probably dead in the woods.
I hope
He
so.
didn't have much longer, I feel like.
I hope so, because we don't need a plague tearing across everywhere.
I feel like that's not our responsibility. Like,
That's the
we can
CDC's.
only be responsible for so much before we just will be stuck here.
Alright, so the lot of you drag a cage with a slime in it back into the middle of Holbrook. The commoners and folks are kind of like watching you with curiosity as you come into town. Because like they know the damn well that there's a crevasse there, that has slimes in it. So they don't know what you guys are up to. But they see you pulling in like a force cage with a weird looking slime in it. And people are just kind of giving you weird side eyes.
Alright. First and foremost, I'm going to touch this holy statue.
Mhm.
And I'm going to use the rest of my fate points today to ask for their guidance and see what the most, I don't want to say beneficial, just the best solution at an even odd.
So, do you mean that as like what is the good
No.
answer?
What is the right path?
The right path.
Mhm.
Well, that's entirely up for debate.
I know.
The path of least wrong.
Which god are you asking for the right
All of
path?
them.
Because they're not going to come to a consensus.
Oh, I know. I'm going to take all their information together
I
and spew it.
why don't I? Eden doesn't answer. Okay.
Yeah, no shit.
God damn it! He wouldn't be the person to ask. Do these things have souls?
Well, Eden's a good god.
A cloud passes overhead.
A beat
Oh, I know.
Should we slaughter everyone in town? The townsfolk are like, what? And then you just
got-
get a butterfly.
Okay. I do have a specific god I think that would be the best for this. I think Bella would actually be the most helpful in this situation.
Which one is Bella?
Justice
God of
and
War. Okay.
Yeah, and justice.
Just
Huh.
Her fucking symbol is a gauntlet and scales. Scales, bro.
Wouldn't it be worth consulting Ma'at
Lizards
as well?
of scales.
Fuck Ma'at. He's a boring ass god.
But also law and
The
justice
dwarves
and
worship
good.
him. He's so boring.
Wouldn't the
Okay.
one to ask be maybe Owen? Oh wait, no, he's dead.
Yeah, he's
Never
dead.
mind.
And I feel as though I know what Terrace's answer is, which would just be, fuck it, let him die. Those aren't the souls that I took down.
But I mean, can
Those
they
are-
even die natural deaths?
Also, here's another question though, like kind of meta. Do these things have the strength of a fucking slime that we've been fighting? If so, we can't fucking take.
All
The
these
entire
people.
town.
Yeah.
what you can do is get the take the flesh of Petravian. I mean, it was pretty much Petravian at that point.
It's crumbled
They're
dust,
just like
basically.
rocks pieces.
It wasn't. It's not discernible as Petravian anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
The thing is, I'd rather just get a neutral god's opinion than a good or bad one.
That makes
That's
sense.
my issue. Because
That's-
good will, of course, be like, no, of course not. Don't hurt them. Blah, 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 blah. I'd rather have a more logical answer with this.
That's fair.
Agreed.
That makes sense.
Okay, so which god are you going to ask?
But also doesn't answer our question, which is, do they have a soul?
That isn't what I said I was going to ask.
I know, exactly.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything the Petravian. I mean, all I can do is detect if there's any evil. Well, if there's evil, then would there be evil in their soul?
Oscar?
Well, I mean, you can use Detect Evil, Petra, as like a free action. Like, that's a thing you can do as a paladin.
Yeah, you know what? As Petravian's standing here, he is going to detect evil ability. Maybe if this shows evil, or I mean, that's my reasoning. If there's evil, that means they must have a soul at some level. So yeah, that's
So hold on. Let me make sure I understand this. So you're saying you want to detect evil, and if they're evil, you know they have a soul, so you won't kill them. But if you don't detect evil, then they don't have a soul, and you will kill them. Is that what you're saying?
Well, when you put it that way,
I mean,
It's like, if they're a witch, they sink in water, or if they're a witch, they'll float. And if they're innocent, they sink in the water and die. So,
I mean, that's-
obviously,
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think outside of the box. How do you determine if something has a soul? Well, you kill it. Duh.
I
And then ask the god, "Hey, did you get that one?"
I'm pretty sure Karaswood might be able to tell.
Yeah, let's take it back to Karis. I'm sure this will be fine.
You don't have anything else.
There's an answer that's staring us in the face, and we can't see it.
We need to bubble
I see
the
it.
town. We need to charge up the thing in the center of town that has the light defense magic on it. We need to somehow use that. That's my theory, anyway.
I agree. I was thinking of that too.
Beardy?
yes.
I would like to ask Thess for their foresight and wisdom on what the best solution is for the predicament we're in. Should we take care
Okay.
of these villagers? Should we leave them?
How many fate points do you have left today?
I think 3.
2? I'm seeing 2.
Oh, yum. Yeah, 2.
Okay. So you want to use a fate point and try to contact Thess for guidance?
Oh, I'm using 2, baby.
Or using both of them?
Thess and 1.
All right, Thess and 1. Here we go. All right, Riz, you focus on contacting Thess. And as you do this, you realize you haven't directly contacted Thess, like specifically, and as long as you can remember.
My
You're
hand's
not
on the
sure-
symbol on this pillar.
And you're not
too.
sure why. And suddenly it kind of dawns on you that something is terribly wrong. Like, terribly wrong. Like, you have this thing, like, you remembered something that you forgot. And suddenly you feel very, very small. You feel very, very tiny. And you feel this creeping sense of dread just raise up your spine. And you hear a voice speak to you. And it says, "How dare you?" And then suddenly everything's normal again.
Fuck.
Riz's hand just drops from the pillar. And they look as if they've seen a ghost.
And the best part about all that is in about 10 seconds, it's as if it never happened.
Okay. They shake it off, and they put their hand on the pillar again.
All right, and that's where we'll call it a day.
Oh!
Thanks for listening. Special thanks to William Succi and Andreas Pichler for the intro and outro themes. And as always, Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode's soundtrack. Interested in following us on social media? Follow us on Twitter at CheckPleaseDND. Or want to support the podcast and be part of the Czech Republic? Go to our Patreon under the Czech Republic. Until next time.